Hello, hello. Welcome to another Crazy Ewok stream. We are back in Genshin Impact, and I'm hoping to finish this version's Archon Quest this time around. Let's load it. But yeah. The previous one, oh man, the previous one was not too good for me. I don't know what was happening that day, but I did not enjoy the story. I don't know if it's because I just missed something, or if the story itself was actually, like, not too good. But the whole story surrounding Nefer, and no, actually, no. I think about it. I think I'm blaming the story, not me. It's not me. It's the story. The story was bad. But yeah, the whole thing was like we needed information about this phantom that has taken our brother's identity, or not taken, but tried to pretend to be our brother to try and trick us to get him the marrow. The moon marrow, and we wanted more information, and we decided to go to Nefer for that information. And the entire the entire time we did not get any more information. In fact, we got less information. She ruled out things that we thought. And also she may have made enemies with some factions with our face, so there might more people might be getting in our way in the future, potentially. Because she tried to, like, I don't know, punish this one person for trying to go after the same client she is, or something like that. But yeah, I don't know why, but the whole story with Nefer was really, really weird. And I didn't really enjoy it too much. If I'm incorrect, or if you disagree, I guess, please go down to the comments, since there's no one on stream right now. There's no one watching right now that I can ask. Well, actually, one of the things about, like, live streaming that I hope one day I can achieve is having some more viewers that, I don't know, I can bounce ideas off of, just so I don't, like, the last stream I got stuck in, like, this loop of just thinking, like, doubting myself whether I'm understanding the story or not. And it would have been nice to just, like, bounce that off of chat and have some bit of, like, interaction there. But yeah. So yeah, today we are continuing. Let's actually, yeah, it is on focus mode. Okay, let's yeah, we're continuing the Archon Quest, Elegy of Dust and Lamplight, Song of the Welkin Moon Act II. I think they call this, instead of like chapter whatever, act whatever, this is like a segue is what they called this. So new terminology being used. One there was who haunted the moon. Return to see Lauma and share your new intel with the damselette. Oh yeah, but then I think the story kind of saved itself when we started talking with the damselette, because that part was really, really cool. There's so much, like, interesting things that got revealed. Like, she's moon goddess. We have one of the moon goddesses, like, inside us at the moment, and then there's a third essence that have not been found yet, but we don't know who that is, I guess. Like, apparently everyone believes the third moon goddess out of the three moons that orbit Teyvat, they all have been, like, killed at some point. And actually, no, that's completely wrong. One of the three moons have been destroyed, or something like that. The moon marrow of the eternal goddess has been found and is currently in us. One of the moon marrow is actually just the damselette, so she's still alive. And then the third one, which everyone is assuming is dead as well, and the damselette being the only surviving one, they have not found her moon marrow is, but there is, I'm gonna just say this again, I know I keep saying this whenever this topic comes up, but it's a really interesting theory. People are saying that Paimon is the last moon goddess, that because she lost, like, a lot of her powers, and similar to how when Rukkhadevata had to give up a lot of her powers for Sumeru, she became like little Nahida. Paimon gave up a lot of powers, maybe even gave up a lot of her memories too, since she doesn't seem to remember where she's from. She just wants to be our friend and be our travel companion. People are saying Paimon is the last moon goddess, and she is the last moon marrow holder, and that's why her and the traveler seems to have a lot of, like, similar powers, which is like being able to sense elements and whatnot. But I guess there is a little bit difference between their powers, because the traveler can also cleanse abyssal corruption. But yeah, the damselette part of that last story was really, really cool, and I really like that. It's just also juxtaposed with the Nefer parts, like really, really terribly, I guess. You uncover surviving truths from your memories, but also learn the true identity of the Phantom masquerading as your sibling. He may well be the five sinners Dainsleif once mentioned. Rerear, the Racher of Solnari. So yeah, the five sinners, I didn't really know what this was. I didn't even remember Dainsleif mentioning Rerear. But yeah, I looked at the wiki, and I have it up right here. I just, hold on. Bloop. So this is Rerear. I believe this picture is a spoiler. And I apologize for that. Let's not look at it. But yeah, here's a little bit of a wiki page on Rerear. Rerear is a character mentioned by Dainsleif in the Archon Quest Chapter 4. Bedtime stories. He is known as one of the five sinners of Conrea. So he's from Conrea, and he's been cursed, I guess, with immortality. The same immortality that the captain was so desperate to get rid of, and that's why he like sacrificed himself in the place of Malwika. So yeah, we're finding another Conrayan here, who is one of the original sinners. I don't know, maybe there's like a specific thing on the five sinners. Yeah, maybe this is more interesting, because I don't remember what these five sinners are. The five sinners of Conrea were five individuals of great esteem in Conrea and were considered the best of their peers. Dainsleif claims that if he and the five had worked together, they could have stopped the Vinster King. What is the Vinster King? Ermin. Ermin was the last Vinster King of Conrea before the cataclysm occurred 500 years ago. After Ermin became indisposed, Schwarreniter, Knight Marshal and Fortes took the post of regent. Okay, so that was like the leader. That's the king that essentially made all the decisions that pissed off Celestia and caused them to be punished, right? From rocking the consciousness of Tevat. Yet they could not resist the call of the Abyss, and they divided up amongst themselves a power that could destroy the world. Thus, they became sinners, but also transcendent beings with world-shattering powers. According to Capitano, it was their exploitation of abyssal power which made Renova cursed full-blooded Conrayans with immortality. Is this one of the pertainers or something? Retainers of the Heavenly Principles? Keeper of the Heavenly Principles? She is one of the four shades. Ravona, also known as Tuo Nectar, is the ruler of death among the four shades and of the Heavenly Principles. So this is the lady that we had to argue with, but I guess we didn't really get to see her in this form. We saw her as like a bunch of eyeballs in the sky. We were arguing with her, or when Malwika wanted to sacrifice herself, but then it turns out something of the Night Realm was like, the deal was just she wanted one life, right? Not necessarily Malwika's life, which opened up the little loophole for Capitano to fulfill his destiny, I guess, which is really cool. I don't know, there's like really cool stuff. There's like really cool lore in this game that keeps me coming back. But then again, there's also like the storytelling of like that Nefer side quest as well on the other side of the spectrum, which I don't know. I think the story is still really good right now. The lore and everything is still interesting enough for me to keep going. But a part of me kind of wishes, I don't know, this is kind of a little bit of confession here. A part of me kind of wishes that even the story falls apart, so then I can finally like stop playing this game, because the dailies and the keep up and the doing all the FOMO stuff and the events and everything is like, I don't know. It has really lost its joy. Anyway, I don't know, that's a little bit depressing. Let's go back to this one. Five Sinners of Conreha. According to Capitano, it was their exploitation of the abyssal powder which made Renova curse full-blooded Conrayans with immortality. Yet, when the cataclysm occurred, none of them came to defend Conrea. After the cataclysm, the five appear to have separated. Three mentioned by Skirk are pursuing some form of perfection, motivation which may extend to their two given their shared origin, a motivation which may extend to the other two given their shared origin. So three of them was going for perfection, and the other two, which Rinrir I guess is one of them. Wait. Going to Capitano. Capitano is Onrayan, right? El Capitano, also known as Thrain, and by his codename the Captain, is the first of the 11 Fatui Harbingers. Man, there's like these characters are so cool. I kind of wish they kind of broke their rule and just like designed a fighting combat style for them and just made them playable characters. Like he's cool, La Signora is cool, and there's a bunch of characters that are cool that didn't really, and they have like cool designs and stuff too, not just like like a on top, like a little bit of a plus on top of NPC designs. But I don't know. It will be nice, right? In a perfect world, maybe. But yeah, is he a making wait. Capitano sacrificed another by merging his existence to the Lord of the Night in place of Malwika's death, making use of the curse of immortality placed upon him and the Conrayans by Renova to supply the Lord of Night eternal life to repair Natlan's ley lines. Okay, interesting. Now I want to like look up Nefer and see if there's an update on whether people kind of summarize that whole story that just happened. And or I guess it just happened for me, but that happened in the previous like live stream where like maybe I'm still second guessing myself. Maybe I did miss something really important and that's why nothing made sense. Okay, let's go, man. I think I read all this. So yeah, the other ones are the wise, Putertir, Virgivirnir. Rhindoder is one of them. Whoa, I didn't know that. So Rhindoder is out. I wonder which one of these is going for immortality and perfection, or they're already immortal, going for perfection, and which two are not. But yeah, I guess this is kind of what I wanted to brush up on, since apparently some of this stuff has been told to us in the past, and I guess forgot. It's really hard to keep up with like everything that the game offers in terms of like lore and history and stuff of this world. Okay, let's get rid of this thing. Bloop. Come back to here.
Where you will
and
go if not, why not find a patch of soft grass and rest a while?
But yeah, I have Lauma. I have leveled her up to level, what does it say? 79. I leave her at 79 because as I play, I don't have enough like Mora to actually yeah, I don't have enough Mora to actually my face is covering it. Is there another way I can show Mora without moving my face? I'll just move my face. Weapon? Enhance? My face? Face. There we go. So yeah, I don't have a lot of Mora. Actually, that's still a good amount, actually. But if you consider all the other things that require Mora, I can lock this back up. Like I know I got her to level only 75, and I am pretty much out of. Well, I don't know how I got these. Apparently, I got a few more just now. But yeah, let's do it. Level her up. But yeah, with Aino and Lauma requiring resources, and also like, yeah, they're all at level 1 right now. Oh, she's level 2. I think I got some of these just by like opening chests and stuff. Some of these talent resources. So the game is like slightly trickling some rewards in. But yeah, there's talents. I gave them a old set of. This is the set I had on Nahida essentially, and I took it off of Nahida. Nahida is like kind of taking the second best out of all the Deepwood memory artifacts at the moment, and she's actually missing a crown piece at the moment. But I'm not using her at the moment. I'm using Lao Gongma, so we should be good for now. I don't have to worry about that too much. And yeah, I gave her just like a really old, just lying around set of these wandering trope artifacts, and then I had like these two Flower of Parasite Loss, which is also Elemental Mastery. I think people actually give her like uh Wandering Troop and Emblem of Sever Fate. Actually, I think it just press here, right? Yeah, that's what they recommend. Um, I think most people give her the, well, actually not. It literally says most people are giving her the new set, which I have not had the opportunity to farm yet because I've been using all of my resin in getting the resources to level these characters up and getting the Mora and the writs of experience and stuff to leveling them up. So and fighting the bosses, I guess. So I have not been able to farm up an artifact for them. So I just kind of threw in whatever I had lying around, which seems to be working pretty good so far. I don't think there's much else to really talk about. It's like not a lot of changing here. Okay. Bloop. Is there any other updates or anything? There's only 10 days left for this. I think I might just play this like story off stream, because it is technically a story quest, even though it doesn't follow the same conventions as how story quests were presented back in the days. This one like unlocked immediately. Like it's already here. I didn't do this, whereas previously you actually have to go here to unlock it. And yeah, these are just available, but I've unlocked these already, but I haven't like accepted it, so it doesn't appear in my quest log. And maybe because of that, maybe because a lot of people just kind of forget about this menu and they forget about all this content. They're putting this like front and center for you, just so you don't miss it, in case you're wondering if you have more stuff to do. But I don't know, they've put in so many things to help you get to content. Like here's this thing. Did this one? No. I think it was just this actually. It tells you the next thing you should be doing, and then you can like specifically go like, oh, I want to do a story quest. And it's like you got these things to do. You can do this, explore the world in specific areas. You can do this. You can do these. Are all world quests that I have not done yet, apparently. So yeah, there is actually like access to stuff if you're kind of lost, which is really, really nice. Really, really convenient. Lots of quality of life there. I'm like looking at these exclamation marks like, I want to get rid of them. It is, oh, that's just a daily thing. And that's another thing that I really don't like having to do, because they throw in like primo gems every once in a while and you're like, oh, I don't want to miss out on that. So you end up like, and it's like not even that much, to be honest. It's like, ugh. But you know, every little bit counts. So yeah, you gotta like check in every day. Oh, because it doesn't, you just do it while you're like on the toilet or something, right? It doesn't look like there's much here. And there's this notice, which is probably the same thing. Oh, there's some update. Anyway. Okay, let's do this quest. I've just been sticking around, hoping maybe some people would show up in chat. But I guess today's not my day either. Okay, well, I'll just continue to ramble on my own. And we'll see what's what. Okay, well, is there something else I mentioned before I moved into the quest? Yeah. Oop. Hey, this statue looks good. Warship statue. Yes, 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 yes. I can get one of these keys. Confirm. Ooh. That's interesting that who built these things, right? Why did they specifically build it for Olimbina? I guess she is technically speaking like the god of this area, even though maybe she doesn't have a gnosis, so she's not technically an archon. So I don't know. We've been following this convention of each nation having like an archon and a gnosis, and the Statue of Seven representing them. And then we know that there is, what is it, 7? Is it 7 elements? Geo, Anemo, Dendro, Hydro, Pyro, Cryo, Electro. Yeah, 7, right? Did I double one up or potentially miss one? seven. So I was always under the impression that, oh, there's 7 nations we've got to study, or not study, but reach and talk to, and we're gonna go on this crazy journey around the world. And now we have like introduced Nod Cry, which has similar things with the Statue of the Sevens, yet it is not the same as the other nations. So could there potentially be like even more nations like this where there's blessing statues like this, but just for that area as like the god of that area? Or the not Archon, I guess. What would be the word? God feels like it's too strong of a word to say of an area. A keeper of an area? But yeah, it kind of makes me wish I can zoom out of the map more and see the entire world more. And it makes me think like, are they ever gonna fill in like some of these areas here? You imagine like this is Nod Cry, maybe up here is Snezhnaya, like official Snezhnaya, and maybe like there's some in between places between like this area, Nod Cry and Sumeru, Nod Cry, Snezhnaya, and Fontaine, and maybe somehow like go back around somehow to Mondstadt. But yeah, for the longest time, I've been under the impression like the story is like set to go from one nation to the next, and then there would be an ending to reach. There's a light at the end of the tunnel, which made me like really like the game, because like then there's like an ending, right? You can kind of expect there to be an ending. But now that they've introduced this, it kind of calls that idea into question. They can continue stuff like this forever. We can go to blah 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 nation with the blah 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 god, or Gwe 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 nation with the Gwe 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 god, and it can just, as long as they're milking like new characters and new writing new stories, and they can just keep going and going, and that kind of turns me off to this game, because I don't know if I want to be playing this game in like 10 years, right? And then that, like, oh man, but then again, I'm still playing Guild Wars, which I played that game since like 2006 or something like that, and I'm still playing Guild Wars 2. I played that game since 2012. But I guess that also exacerbates the point where it's like, do I want 3 live service games or 3 live service like games to keep up? That'll give me like no time to actually enjoy, like, I was gonna say real games, but like single player, like story driven experiences. I really enjoy the single player story driven experiences a lot more than games like this. It's just that it is really nice to have like a thing that like you can kind of go back to as well, which is what this game I felt like was a hybrid between the two. You pretty much play this game single player, and they update the story at intervals, and you feel like you're making progression and really living in this world. But the monetization of this game, like the gacha and stuff, really just take you all out of it, though. I wonder if at some point, maybe like 25 years down the line or something, they just package this entire game into one like single player experience, and the way you unlock characters is to actually do their story quests. The way you unlock their constellations to do their friendship quest or gain friendship with them. They'll like tweak the experience from killing things in a way where you can actually like farm and grind resources and stuff like however you want. It's not like held back by resin anymore, and you just pay like a box price and you get everything. They put they put all that into one, and maybe at the time, like computing and graphics and stuff will be so advanced that this will be like, this entire game will be like, it'll just fit on your phone or something. You can just buy it on your phone and just play it whenever. You can just like grind out characters. Maybe they can have like, kind of like in Pokemon, where depending on the time of day or the season of the year or the month of the year, you're like in different seasons or different events become available. Like it's like all automated, and they just get like the entire experience with one box price. You get all the characters, you just had to work for them. You get all the items, all the weapons and whatnot. Oh man, that would be so cool. But at that time, I wonder how much people will actually go for it. Just pay for a box price for a huge game like this. And I think it'll be a lot of work on the developer side to convert this into like an actual single player experience. And maybe they can also add some like networking functionality, like local networking, and you can like invite your friends over. But then I don't know, there's people can mod it and cheat and stuff. I don't know. Maybe that's just opening up a can of worms that people don't want to deal with. Anyway, let's actually do something here. Just talk all day. Oh my goodness, I have been getting into this really bad habit where I just go off on insane tangents, more insane than what I'm used to. More longer rants. I really need to get out of that habit. You relate the gist of your conversation with the damselette to Lauma.
The Raker of Solnari. I've never heard that name before.
What?
Let's keep this news confidential for the time being. It would only cause even more panic amongst the people of Nodcry. But if this Rarier is as you describe, he will be a truly formidable opponent if we try to take him on by our strength alone.
Yeah, he's immortal. So there's really nothing we can do unless we get something similar to what happened to Capitano. Was the Capitano one? No, he wasn't. He wasn't one of the original 5 sinners. He was just one of the pure-blooded Conrayans that was cursed with immortality.
Yeah, things might be okay if everyone was willing to work together. But
if we don't stick
right
together,
now...
if we don't stick together, we'll be picked off one by one.
Exactly. Whatever the case, let's start by telling those we can get to join up about the crisis. As it happens, we have our own reasons to protect Nodcry. But even if we didn't, we'd never leave people in the lurch. That ain't our style.
Thank you. The Frostmoon Scions will stand with you to prevent this crisis as best we can. In addition, I believe that the relationships between the various factions in this land are not cast in stone. The winds of change are blowing. And we Scions have nowhere to run. Our faith, our sect, all of it is here. Whether our foe is the Fatui or this Raker, we must stand our ground.
Stand your
and
ground.
Remain true to ourselves, even to the last.
You get stability and regeneration. Thank you.
Let's see. Speaking of allies, the Krumkake craft shop is the closest by, right? Enough is sure to help us.
Oh, and Nefa's already on the team. So is Lauma. And I know. And for some reason, Siege Queen isn't really a part of the story, which is why we are playing as her. Ooh, what happened here?
Doesn't seem to be this one either. Oh, hello there, big sis. I don't think I've seen you before. Or the white fey lady next to you. Welcome to the Frost Moon Enclave. Is there anything I can help you with?
I accidentally triggered this world quest, I guess, with Kasha just by walking near her.
Nope, we just got curious seeing you out here all alone like this. By the way, Paimon's Paimon. This is Traveler. Oh, it's Miss Wingham and Miss Paimon.
Or Miss Traveler.
You know, you two don't look like you're from Nasha Town.
I forgot the voice I gave her. I think I gave them both like the same voice. So that's going to be confusing for people who are watching. We're adventurers.
Yep, super awesome adventures at that. Nice, it must be nice though, traveling around with your best friends, seeing the world together. It really is. We've been to so many places already. What about you? What were you doing out here just now? I was looking for pretty stones. Oh, Paimon gets it. You collect them? Are you right? You're not the only one. Some grown-ups are super into that too. Nope, I'm gonna use the pretty stones to bribe Mai to kidnapping me.
Wait, what?
Okay, that makes... Wait, what?
That's definitely not what I was expecting. Seems normal enough for Nodcry.
No, this is not normal, even here. You've never heard the story of the legendary thief Reed Miller and the Fey Princess? But Mai told me it's super famous outside. Come, lady with moonlit eyes. Let me steal your heart with this jewel that matches your gaze. Whisk you away from this gilded cage. I'm not really sure what it means, but if you give something they like, that means you can go on an adventure with them, right?
That's not what it means at all. That's right, that's how I lured Paimon on this path. With the jewels, I think we lured her with food more than anything. Are they referencing Lupin there? Lupin III or something?
Yeah, actually, it actually means, anyways, it's not actually for a story for kids.
Lauma is there? Like, oh, what's happening?
By the way, who's this Mai you're talking about? Telling kids strange stories like that? That sounds kind of questionable. She's not a bad person. She's...
Oh man, I try to give her like a lower voice than Paimon, but that's not coming through.
And she's now about the same age as me. She's an adventurer too, just like you two. I caught her sneaking around near camp once, so I made her tell me a hot story. For some reason, she seemed to think we were some scary cult of weirdos who sacrificed kidnapped kids to the moon goddess. Tried to act all calm while begging me not to kill her. What a weird misunderstanding is that? Right, I have no idea where she even heard something like that. It's so strange, but since it sounded kind of funny, I didn't bother correcting her. That's exactly why you should have corrected her. Anyway, in exchange, she promised to be my best friend and told me lots of stories about the outside world. Mom and Dad never let me read stories from the outside world, saying only non-believers would like such worthless things. But my stories were really interesting. Like the fisherman who fell in love with a fae, the thief who died 3 times but escaped from the lady of the underworld thrice, and the changeling who longed to become human.
Are these references to anything? A fisherman who fell in love with a fae. A thief who died 3 times but escaped from the lady of the underworld thrice. And the changeling who longed to become human. I don't think this is referencing any of our adventures, right?
They were kind people, so not so kind people, and really, really bad people, rich and or poor, good or evil. In the end, everyone dies in misery.
Okay, yeah, your parents have a point. Those are pretty messed up. Wow, I really could hear the whole thing. Could you tell me more? That's pretty messed up.
Yeah, definitely not the kind of stories you tell kids. But I'm not a kid anymore. Mind also said that the outside world's way too dangerous for someone like me. Which is kind of rich from her. She can't even use the blessing of the moon goddess, and she's about the same age as me.
Oh, they're both kids.
Still, it's fine. I'm super smart. Anyway, before I caught her, she kept muttering about some stone. That means she must be looking for pretty stones, right? If I find some pretty stones, I bet I can bribe her with ease. Just like how Reed Miller lured the Fae Lady away. She'll take me away from here, right?
He wants to leave home?
You can't not say bribe like that. You're just giving your friends a nice gift. That's totally normal. No need to make it sound weird. Well, we'll be looking around this area anyway, so if we find any pretty pieces, we'll bring them back to you. Wow, really? That's, thank you very much, haha.
Okay, so now let's not talk to her ever again, because I accidentally activated that stupid world quest. But oh no, actually, what's the point of focus mode? If it doesn't actually focus anything. Go back to this one. We must focus. Okay. Contact Aino and Inafa. Wait, is that far away? Oh, it's pretty far away actually. Let's just teleport there. Teleport! This one. Yes.
Whee! Whee!
Well, there they are. Yeah. Oh, I think she might have died.
Friendly approach detected. We meet again.
Listen! We've got updates on the wild hunt situation.
The Wild Hunt. Aino's voice actress reminds me of like the kind of like voices you hear in like kids shows. It's like super expressive, I guess. I don't know.
Threat
I
level
don't know how would
exceeds expectations.
I don't know how you would describe it.
Phew, doesn't matter if he's the Rahira Solnari or Solari or whatever. One volley from my cannon, and he'll be blown to smithereens!
Like the way she talks too is like, I don't know, this might date me, but like some of the people, the way, like the cartoony talk you hear in like, I don't know, like Barney or Blue's Clues and stuff, but I don't know. I guess it fits her character.
You were there when we fired it, right? If that isn't the kind of firepower that helps you sleep at night, I don't know what is.
Or like Dora the Explorer. I don't know. Maybe that's a better reference. I don't know.
True, but the cannon only works against shambling monsters, right? What if Rirrir's super fast? Well, we'll just get a Neffa to go grab him and tie him down. You're not taking this seriously at all, are you? Anyways, firepower is not a concern. See those canisters over there? That's all concentrated Kubaki.
Concentrated, you say?
Town.
Do they explode?
More than enough ammo in there to blast that Fatui research facility to bits in a single shot. You sure have been looking forward to this battle, huh? Of course! This is gonna be the shot that shocks the world. All of Nagcry, heck, all of Snezhnaya will know my name once we're through.
In that case, your firepower needs are in your hands. We'll continue to monitor the Wild Hunt movement.
Sure. Travel safe.
I know. There remains intel left unshared.
Oh, right. Yeah. Since you're investigating the Wild Hunt, something pretty weird's happened in Nasha Town. Should probably watch out for that once you're back.
Uh-oh, I wonder what that is.
Remember that Sosi guy?
No.
The Ratnik in charge of firing the cannon?
Oh!
Been found dead in their organization's offices.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, that's the guy we worked with at the beginning of this Archon Quest. Like Act 2, I guess,
Wait,
of this Archon Quest.
Didn't we just see him, like, half a day ago?
And then something bad happened in between half a day ago and now.
Yeah, it's still new news. So, not many people are in the know. We were only informed because we'd worked together closely. And even then, only just now.
Oof.
I'll send a Neffa over to Nashi Town with some flowers later. Oh, he seemed like a good guy. Didn't put on any airs despite being a superior officer either.
The data concurs. This gentleman appears to have been one of the most accomplished amongst the Lightkeeper's sergeant majors. His character has also received commendation. Most would have lacked the motivation to fatally attack him.
Oh my goodness, who could it be
That
then?
makes it even worse.
Could it have been the Wild Hunt? Is Ririr actually afraid of the cannon?
Hey, what do you mean, actually?
Actually.
Either way, I'm not clued in on the details. Only Ratniki have been allowed on site to investigate the scene. You'll have to find some way in if you want to check it out for yourselves.
Okay, that sounds good.
Let's go then. You coming along, Anefa?
She has no
Tasks
choice.
Are incomplete. The last few batches of ammunition must be randomly inspected. You go ahead.
Oh darn.
Alright, we'll see you later.
Okay, see you later. Little does she know we have a copy of her here, who is coming with us, regardless. Yes, let's go here. Go check on the Lightkeepers. I'm supposed to be doing. Okay. He will. Is there like a better way to get up there? One of the daily commissions is like over here, I think, or maybe over here. And I was always like, I'll just teleport here and walk there. But then it's like you got to climb all these buildings and stuff in order to get to there. It's actually easier to just go here and follow this path. But that kind of begs the question, like maybe there is an easier way to it's like fly over everything. I don't know. Sure. It's just actually no. I think there's an elevator back here, right? Ah, the sparkles, of course. All the sparkles. Let's be Laowa. I don't think any of these characters are supposed to be here, which kind of sucks. But we'll pretend. We'll pretend they decided to come anyway. Whee! Whee! Oh, here we go.
This must be it. Oh, doesn't look like there's any chance of us getting in with that Ratnik guarding the door, though. Should we go speak to the guard first?
Let's try using Jedi mind tricks on her.
Might as well try squeezing blood from a stone.
Oh no, it's never. I'm not looking forward to this.
Never! When did you...
I came over to take a look as soon as I received the news just now. Ino told you about this then?
Yes, while we were passing by the Krumkake craft shop.
Before we start, shall we see if we've made the same guess?
Looks like the Wild Hunt is on the move.
Indeed. Quicker than we thought as well. Keep your eyes peeled for any clues once we get in. No need to jump to conclusions.
So it seems like, unless she's not specifically telling us, but it seems like she's still yet to provide us any important information that we don't know. We have worked more efficiently than her, even though it's supposed to be her job, and we're just adventurers.
But how are we supposed to get in at all?
Just follow me.
Alright, here we go, I guess.
I'm sorry, but we're not open to guests right now.
We're not guests, we're business associates.
Sorry about that. They're here to investigate.
Say sheesh?
All of them?
Yes, including the floating one.
The paperwork checks out.
All right then. Enter.
Well, that was easy. It was even more effective than Jedi mind tricks. We didn't even have to wave our hand. Some other guy just came and talked for us. I can't say no to sparkles. Yes, yes. Okay, now we go in. On the way upstairs to the crime scene, you briefly relayed the information about the Rockland of the I couldn't read that in time. I think if I just skimmed it with my eyes, I probably could read it, but trying to read it out loud is like
Might have said this before,
slow
Nefer,
for
but
me.
you sure do come prepared.
Damn. Okay, no, she does prepare, I guess. Maybe she had that guy in her back pocket. She like bribed him or something.
Shishich, my old friend. Fill us in, if you would.
Greetings. If you would allow me. The murder happened not long ago. The Sergeant Major was killed by a single piercing strike from a polearm.
Oh.
We have performed a preliminary sweep of the crime scene to facilitate investigation. No obvious signs of a violent struggle. No damaged doors or windows. The culprit must have used some other means to enter the room unopposed before performing the deed.
Maybe the culprit was one of the Ratniki, dun dun dun.
Entering unopposed. So, do you think there's a chance that the culprit would usually have right of entry?
I could have been Rerear in disguise. Like, how you turn into Aether?
At the moment, the most valuable lead we have is based on an eyewitness report from a nearby resident. Specifically, that Flint's was seen entering and leaving this place in the time period when the crime most likely occurred.
Gosh darn it, Flins.
Flint's?
We don't really know who he is, but we somehow care for some
We
reason.
have tried to contact him, but he has not replied.
Maybe he's dead too, dun dun dun.
Very odd indeed.
So, he's the prime suspect right now, right?
To be honest, I'm not particularly inclined to believe that this was an inside job. Flint's can come across a bit eccentric, but he does well in missions on the whole. He also had no disagreements with the Sergeant Major that we know of. So he lacks the motive to commit such a terrible crime. But neither the eyewitness report nor the nature of the fatal wound itself are in his favor. So we are looking for him at present.
Interesting. Is Flins actually a polearm user then? Because I was under the impression he was a catalyst user because he carries a lantern around.
Looks like there's not much else to dig up here. Let's go outside and discuss what we've seen. ...
Agreed. Okay. We gotta chase down Flins now, I guess. Let's see here.
So,
Oh, more.
the
more.
evidence
more.
points to Flint's, and he just so happens to have disappeared without a trace. A sticky situation indeed. We know that this Flint's could have been Rerir in disguise, but we lack the evidence to prove this to anyone else. Furthermore, Flint's has left us with many questions, all of which will require a reasonable explanation.
Yeah! He said he would report back to headquarters, but it seems he hasn't gone at all. What could he be doing?
Is he fighting off? For some reason, because Flins is a playable character, it's really hard for me to believe that he is actually at fault or guilty of anything at the moment. The first time I met Flins, I did notice that there was something odd about his lantern. Some power concealed within it. Now that I think about it, that power was somewhat similar to abyssal energies I've encountered before. In the worst case scenario, Flynn's might be an entirely fabricated entity.
Let's approach the issue this way. First, we must determine our culprit. Was it Flint's or Rerir in disguise?
Oh yeah, Rirrir could have just turned into Flynn's and did the deed, right? And try to cast suspicion. That's the whole... I don't know, where do we get the idea that Rirrir, or whoever this phantom is, can take multiple disguises? Maybe he can only... He took a lot of work to disguise as our brother. I'm not too sure about this. I don't know what the explanation is to why. Maybe they just... He has, like... That's one of the powers he got from being one of the 5 sinners. Like, he sinned by turning to other people. And gaining political power that way. It's got to be the latter. It's got to be the latter.
Yeah. What reason would Flint's have to murder Sosie anyway?
None,
He didn't
as
like
far
his
as I know.
mustache.
And even if he had a motive, it would have been easier to do so out in the wild, rather than in Nasha Town.
Yeah. They would have often gone out on missions together. Plenty of chances there.
Even if it were Rirrir, though, his motives would have just been as unclear. Wait. Why would Ririr's motives be unclear? Sosie fires cannons at Wild Hunt locations. Rirrir seems to be benefiting from the Wild Hunt somehow. Or maybe the leader of the Wild Hunt seemingly coordinated attacks. So there's a lot of motive for Rirrir to kill Sosie just to, like, put a damper on the cannon operation at the moment, right? Or is this his, meaning, is he referring to Flynn's here? Even if it were Rirrir, though, his motives would be just as unclear. This isn't 2 different options, but really most of the time it's just like one choice. I really don't know why they do this. It's really, really annoying, especially since it's not really a choice. They might as well just give her the voice lines. Is it because they don't want to pay the voice actress too much to do this work? Because this breaks the flow of the conversation in the dialogue section as well. And it's really awkward hearing her speak and then hearing Paimon speak, and then I have to read out these lines. But then if you're playing yourself, you just get silence as you choose, and then you just hear them speak. It's just, I don't know. The whole presentation of this has always been like a core issue of this game, I feel like.
Yes, but there's one thing worth noting here. Remember the intel we got back at the tavern? No one has ever seen a phantom that can take the form of other humans within the Wild Hunt.
Yeah, but this is one of the 5 sinners. I mean, like, ask anyone in that bar. Do you know who one of the 5 sinners are? And they'll probably be like, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about, is what they'll say, right? So, like, that's why I didn't really like that whole section. We went around asking people about the Wild Hunt when it made no sense to do that. And we came out of that whole thing, like, worse off than when we went in. Because we, like, pissed off a bunch of people. But, yeah. It would have made a lot more sense if we went to Flynn's, like, directly. Because he's, like, the Wild Hunt guy that was introduced to us in the first part of this whole Archon thing. Oh, we have someone in chat. Hello. Welcome. I'm just playing through, I guess this is, like, the last-ish part. I'm hoping to get through the rest of this Genshin Impact 6.0. What is it called? Like, Archon Quest? I think it's still called Archon Quest. It's just not like a full-on chapter.
This means that he has been hesitant to abuse this ability, or allow it to become common knowledge.
Interesting.
Likely so that he could act in secret under other guises.
But no matter what, borrowing identities comes with risks, right? What if you bump into the person you're imitating along the way?
Oh, no. Then you gotta pretend you just look alike. We just look alike, okay? That happens. That happens all the time. People look like each other, okay?
Precisely. In other words, his goal must have been worth the risk, similar to how he came in disguise to obtain the moon marrow. He likely knew then that the real Flints would not appear and get in his way during this time.
And why was he able to determine that?
We'd have to ask Flints ourselves, I'm afraid. But we shouldn't jump to any conclusions here. We can't discount the possibility that he might actually be the murderer himself. Not yet, at least. And there are other, less likely scenarios. For instance, Rarier may have already killed Flints long ago, and been living as him for some time now.
Oh, the one chatter we had left, but I'll leave him up here on screen, just so this video will forever immortalize that emoji waving at me in this stream. Wasn't paying attention to what she was saying there. I was too excited about someone being in chat, I guess. Killed Flint. Wait, and the other thing less likely, for instance, Rerear may have killed Flint. I highly doubt that, because he is a playable character. I don't even know why they even bothered to entertain that idea. And yeah, has been living as him for some time now, I guess. Oh man, that would be really cool. Like, Flynn's is actually Rerear this entire time. Just like what they did with Farina not being the Hydral Archon the entire time. That was really cool. maybe I was wrong to judge this too early. Regardless.
Yes, that is our ticket to a breakthrough.
Then we've got to find him before the Lightkeepers do, or we might never see him again.
Steady now. Our friend should be back soon.
We've tracked him down to a beach north of Nasha Town.
Ooh.
The Wild Hunt is present too, so we're putting a force together.
Nasha Town. That's really close to where we are right now.
I'll have you know that this is top secret information I'm leaking here.
Ooh, you're a leaker.
Don't worry. You'll receive a top-class reward in return. The beach is all yours. I'll stay and slow the Lightkeepers down. Things might go south if you bump into one another.
Oh right, before we go, should we reveal Rarier's secret?
What is Riri's secret?
Since he's trying to keep it all hush-hush, why don't we just pull the curtains on his little trick? That'll teach him to sneak around pretending to be other people.
Like, tell other people in Nasha Town that there's a guy that can turn into other people? Or tell everyone that he is one of the 5 sinners of this Conraya? I feel like people would just think we're crazy either way.
Hey, why are you laughing?
I guess that's why Nefer is laughing?
Oh, I was just imagining how satisfying that would feel. But I'm afraid this revelation would only stir up more chaos.
That's what I was thinking too. If you tell people like your best friend or your family or something could be not the person you think they are, everyone would just get super paranoid and start questioning each other. It's like, prove to me who you are right now. And it's just like, I don't know how to do that. Maybe that's why you have to have like all your good friends. You have to have like a secret word or a specific like thing that only you know. And then you can just reference that if this situation ever comes about. I highly doubt it'll ever come about in real life, though.
Setting aside the matter of evidence, some may trust Flint's on our account, whereas others would suspect him on account of his behavior.
Actually, no, it is possible nowadays because of AI, right? Like, who knows? Like, I might be AI. Ooh, I'm an AI person. This whole face cam is AI generated. So, this actually might, or this whole situation where someone might be acting as your friend or whatever, it could be more likely than before in the olden day times. It is more likely now than ever, especially just on internet. Well, I guess it has to exclusively be online, right? In real life, it's going to be a little bit harder to add a face filter or something.
Tossing him into a swirling tumult of public opinion like that might just give Rarier more opportunities to capitalize on. And think about it. Once people learn that he can masquerade as those they trust, would they continue to welcome friends into their homes with such open hearts? Unease grips the hearts of those in Nasha Town already. We should avoid throwing more fuel onto the fire.
Yeah, you're right. You've really thought of everything, huh? Nothing for it then. I've just gotta find Flint's.
Indeed.
Flintstones.
But just in case, let me stress once more. We should neither be excessively afraid of Rerir, nor trust in Flints too lightly. This light source is of special Lightkeeper design.
Okay.
It provides illumination within Wild Hunt anomalies, and can briefly dispel the abyssal fog within.
Ooh.
All right. We'll have to deal with that mess, too. Yeah, this'll be important. Thanks a bunch, Nefer.
Interesting.
You're welcome. I've charged it to your account, by the way.
Oh, darn. Do you have an account? That's interesting. That lantern that she gave us reminded me of like this. Oop, that's not what I wanted to do. The cataclysm. No, that's not what it's the word. The chasm. This area. If you actually go in here, there's like, oh man, back in the days, like we had some really cool game mechanics and stuff introduced to the game. Nowadays, it's like more or less the same. It feels like the only new game mechanics you get is like maybe in combat, and it doesn't even feel that unique nowadays, like the new lunar elemental reactions. But yeah, like when we came here, there was like all these really dark places, and you had like this little glowy stone thing that illuminated the way, and you can like light things up and everything. It was really, really cool. Like inside here specifically, or I guess like here specifically, like this place, a lot of this place is like completely dark, and you need to like either level up your whatever stone that glows or find like things to light up. I think you had to like charge up your stone and use your stone to charge up other stones to like light things up, and there's like a whole lighting thing that was like really cool here, but we don't get to see stuff like that anymore. That place is scary. I guess it is like pretty scary, right? Because it gets dark, especially when you're running out of all your charges. Alright. They want me to go north of Nashatam. Okay. Oh, dang. Nashatam is like in a really compromising position, like attack-wise, right? If the army came from the north, they can like just... They have the high ground. And then they can just bombard everything underneath. Maybe... That's why like Mondstadt, right, is like at the top of like a moat. Where's Mondstadt? It's like on the top of this whole thing. And there's a moat around it. So it's harder to infiltrate. Whereas if I go back here, oh man, the map is huge now. If I go back here, yeah, this is not a really good place. But maybe they have other things to worry about, not just people attacking. They just need to like find a place to survive. When you play at night.
Animals in Nordcry behave in ways you
Did that thing
do
want to
not
attack me?
understand. Just ask me and I will
Are they
explain.
attacking me? Oh no! Is this the thing that Lauma can do? He like communes with animals and they like find things for you? Oops. You didn't see that. She was the next Hitler, so we did the world a favor just now. Oh no, he's running away. Oopsies. But yeah, I think there's like something special with Lauma that other characters can't do. Let's see, this is a prayer to the forest. No, that's not it. Moon sign benediction. Oh, that's not it either. Wait, is it? No, that's not it. That's not it either. Cleansing of the spring. No. Oh, where did I read it? Where apparently Lauma can like... She has like a thing where... Oh, no, it says so right here. It says the next sentence that I didn't read in my head. But yeah, additionally, Lauma appears to have a special affinity with some small animals affected by Kuvaki. So is that what just happened? That animal came up to us because I was Lauma? That's really interesting. I don't think that was like advertised all too much. Why? From what I've seen. The deer can heal her? What? Where do I find deers? What about that big giant guy over there? Does he have anything for us? Hey, do you have anything for Lauma? I guess you just have pain. I guess we'll deal with this guy.
Defensive mode engaged.
Whee!
We pray.
I don't really know what this centaur form does. It seems to just make you move faster while consuming stamina. It doesn't actually do damage. No? Yeah, he doesn't do anything. He just attacks.
Preparing for dust up.
I guess it was pretty telegraphed with the level 99 and the giant
Cleanup
health
once
bar
initiated.
before I walked up to him.
Everlasting forest.
Yeah, none of my... Oop, Llama died. And like, these characters are all like not super strong. I guess the strongest here is Ineffa, so I'm not really equipped to like fight at the moment since Ineffa, I guess Siegewing is supposed to support, but both Lauma and Aino is like less than level 80 right now, level 79 and 76, and I'm out of resources, so hopefully playing the story will unlock more resources. I do have some resin building up. Let me see how much I have. I have 61 resin right now. So I do have some resin built up. Maybe I can use that after the stream and level them up some more. Bro, don't let her die. Oh no, it was an accident.
Whoa!
I was distracted.
Really rolling in. Quick, grab the light source.
Grab the light source. Wait, were you saying this part was scary, or was it the chasm that you're talking about is scary? Or maybe both? Because I remember this place, like, it was like pretty scary when when you don't have like all the light charges. There was things lurking.
A lightkeeper's lantern?
Ooh.
Is there someone up ahead? Come on,
Okay,
let's
so
go see.
is there actually a way to equip that lantern at all? Or is it just a story thing? Yeah, both. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Okay, so I'm in for a fright here then. Good thing you told me, otherwise it would have been too unexpected. All of a sudden we're playing like a horror show or a horror game. I don't think I actually got anything. So I guess it's just part of the story. Ah, okay, there is some lighting coming off of our character. Oh, they don't have heads!
Forest, protect us.
That lunar reaction is really strong. The power creep is real.
This monster was lurking near the lamp. That must have been a planned ambush. We're not falling for that again.
No, yes we are. We want to kill them.
There's something inside it. Some small device.
What kind of device does it vibrate?
Huh? Why isn't it giving off light anymore? Is it broken? We better take it with us.
Okay, Paimon, that sounds... Oh, wee. The music is like pretty tense in here. Alright, Laoma. Use your gracefulness to light the way. Where are we? I think I've been here before, but the
fight took place here.
environment wasn't like this.
Did Flint's leave these marks?
Ooh, Linz is leaving his mark in this world. Yeah. Alright, so we just need to follow these, do they sparkle? No, they don't. Ooh, interesting. Don't sparkle. Hold on, Flins. I need these. I think I need them to get the new weapon recipes to craft for my new characters to use. We just gotta follow these, those sparkly things.
Is someone there?
It is I, the traveler.
Isn't that Flint's voice? Did you hear that? But is that really him?
But the sparkles tell us to go that way. But his voice came from that way. Let's follow the voice. I think the voice... Yes, I was suspecting the voice will lead us to danger. I feel like they telegraphed that since Flynn's was supposedly creating those marks on the ground, that if we want to get to Flynn's, we follow the marks instead of the voice. Yes, yes. Take that. Oh wait, don't actually drop anything. Maybe it's not it's not worth fighting all these people. Oop. I have 4 hearts.
These spooky shadows touch us.
Oh, we're the traveler. Ghostly shadows haunt this area of the Wild Hunt. If you come into contact with too many of them, you'll be lost to the black mist forever. So be careful. Wait. Did we not establish that the traveler can... And why do you have male traveler here? How offensive. Did we not establish that traveler can cleanse this kind of stuff and is resistant to this kind of stuff? Continuously shine the light from Nefer's lamp on the ghostly shadows to dispel them before they get too close. Maybe they're not abyssal related, but they said these are like unique apparitions of the abyss energy or something, right? Excuse me? Am I dead? Oh, I took a health of damage. I guess I had to press a button when they get close. Is this Five Nights at Freddy's? Yeah. Oh, wait, I can't spam it. Never mind. Yeah. Prize. Oh, I'll take all three of you on. I have a cone of influence. Oh yeah, triple kill. Ooh. Oh, I was close enough to kill that guy even before he noticed me. I do a scan. Beep. Materials are more important than quests. Yes, I am completely free to play, and I've been trained by the game to not skip out on materials because every little bit seems to count. Alright, I don't know why we decide to walk slow though. We're just killing these guys for sport now. They're not even like threatening us at all. Uh-oh. I was under cooldown there. Ooh, ghostly apparitions. There's another lantern there. Can we talk to that lantern? Hello? It's still glowing. Interesting. Whee! She's shaking her head no. No, do not come near me. No. Okay, we're almost there. Just a couple steps more. Oh, there we go. Ooh, we get a cutscene. These cutscenes are usually a treat to watch. Oh, he does use a pole arm. Bay language. Oh no, his lamp is corrupted.
Hand it over. That was mine from the first. You're a fool. You again.
We blocked the with the prototype Rancor.
Hey, Mo.
What the? It's stronger than before.
Ooh, we get voice acting for Traveler. It's purple.
Lantern, no!
And Green Lantern's light. Is this like when Green Lantern gets corrupted by Yellow Lantern? Oh man, we fight so much cooler in cutscenes than we do in actual gameplay. Man, too slow. Ooh, he got stabbed. Oh, yes, absorb. Go Pokeball. Wait, never mind. Linz, he's so cool. Yeah, he's super cool. Unless you're actually talking about Rereader.
It escaped again.
Ooh, he has his lantern on his polearm.
This situation speaks for itself, I presume.
I believe so.
So, you were tangling with Rarer out here all by yourself.
So, that vile phantom hiding inside the Wild Hunt has a name of his own.
Let's find a spot to rest first.
Yeah, you don't look so good.
He's Electro. I assume he's probably gonna let you...
Sorry you had to see me like this. All the same, you have my sincere thanks for your aid.
I assume he's also gonna give you the access to like lunar charged elemental reaction, kind of like how Inefa would. But I bet he's DPS and not a shield person. It'll be crazy if he's a healer though. I think by the way he looked in that cutscene though, I would assume he's like a DPS person. But I've been wrong. I thought he was a catalyst user because of that lantern, but it turns out he's a polearm user.
To think you had the power to so easily.
Why did I
cleanse the
choose
filth
Lumine
staining
instead
the
of
lantern,
Ether?
which tormented me so?
Because waifu game, that's why. Is that a good enough reason?
Might I ask what magic that was? Or whose pupil you are? I believe I might have saved some face had I mastered just a fraction of such abilities.
I don't understand it either, just my constitution, I think.
And an enviable constitution it is. A pity that such abilities cannot be acquired.
Why did abyssal power just burst out of your lantern anyway?
Yeah, that's interesting.
That is a long story. Many moons ago, when on Wild Hunt clearance duty, I shattered one of its cores only for a special crystalline object to fall out.
Yeah, makes sense. Yeah, waifu game. This game originally was like waifu game, so it was like it had a more reputation of being a waifu collector game than an actual like, I don't know, adventure, like going on an adventure third person RPG, action RPG kind of game. But then I think like a lot of people eventually like fell in love with this game because of actually like it's a good game. So that's kind of like, I guess, this game in general.
I sensed a power surging within it that was at once familiar yet strangely illusory. I freely confess to being an avid collector of ancient gems, coins, and other curios. And curiosity it was that had me store this crystal inside my lantern.
That's interesting because we accidentally activated that side quest, that world quest with that kid who was also collecting gems and stuff. I wonder if that has any relations to Flynn's. Is she talking about Flynn's? No, she was talking to some other person.
Afterwards, I wound up collecting a few more such crystals quite by accident, and discovered that they could merge into a single piece without my prompting.
What?
Though my understanding ends there.
Have we come across any gems that can merge? Like abyssal gems? I don't think we have.
It was only recently that they began slowly emitting abyssal energy, which could neither be dispelled nor weakened.
Until today, Flynn's, until we showed up.
Is that what Rarer Clink belonged to him? That must be what he's after then!
He's after the abyssal energy? Interesting.
I concur. And here's the kicker. Before he was exceedingly weak. In fact, I've already beaten him several times, though I could not destroy him completely.
Is he like a Super Saiyan? The more you defeat them and the more they recover, the stronger they get?
But I noticed while engaging him that the crystal fragment would restrict my powers.
Oh.
As such, it occurred to me that I should hide it rather than tangle with him any longer.
Hide his powers? Hide the crystal fragment? Interesting. So, how does the powers work in this area then? Because before this area, we're just like, actually even before Natlin, the convention was, there's an Archon. Actually, no, the Archon doesn't have anything to do with it. The Celestia or something randomly chooses, or not maybe even random, for people who have ambition, they get given a vision by some sort of higher power. They get chosen to be a vision bearer, and then the vision amplifies their powers, or actually gives them like elemental powers. And then we got to Natlin, which has like the whole eternal flame thing, and that kind of put a wrench in the pattern of how things go. And then now we're completely not even in like one of the 7 elements at all. We're in this moon area. So what kind of powers, what's like, is it the moon fragments or the moon marrow or whatever of this area that's like giving them their elemental powers, that's powering their version of this, of the vision? Is that how it goes? I'm not quite sure.
Alas, he has proved most fixated upon this fragment. And for some reason, his strength has grown by leaps and bounds since I last encountered him.
If this object is contaminated by the abyss, why carry it on your person?
And Where, might I ask, would it be safe?
In my butt.
Or do you
where I
think
can
it
cleanse
wiser
it.
I threw it away?
Yes, throw it away. Dig it in a deep hole and throw it away.
Were our places switched, would you discard it? Knowing that its perilous might was beyond your ability to counteract, yet capable of causing greater harm should it lie beyond your grasp.
Columbina is actually like the source of their powers? That's interesting. Is it established that the Archon of the area in the past, or in previous like nations that we visited, like kind of the source of everyone's like vision's powers? I'm trying to think back to like even in Mondstadt and Li Yue. I know in Inazuma, Raiden Shogun was taking away everyone's vision, which actually like had strong effects against the people when they lose their vision. Interesting. Columbina, eh? So that's like, is that why Columbina feels super weak and whatever, and she doesn't want to talk to us? It's because everyone here is like sucking her powers. She's like a power generator for all the people's visions here. ... Probably not.
Yeah. Throwing it away would mean giving the bad guy what he wants. But exposing yourself to its corrosion and growing weaker by the day, that sounds super dangerous too.
Interesting.
Only those who shoulder risks are qualified to welcome in the turning of the tide. Those who flee when troubles come are nothing more than deserters. Though I shan't deny that I have your fortuitous arrival and most outstanding assistance to thank for my continued ability to speak such platitudes.
And we also cleansed your lantern. Are you not going to ask about that?
Either way, it seems this fragment is now utterly still. That must have made it useless to Rerir. I doubt he would have retreated so readily otherwise. I imagine this wasn't the only reason you came looking for me, though?
One of your superior officers or something has died. Wait, superior officer? You're a main suspect.
No, but
Gift from the gods, the 7. A vision is granted by an Archon. Oh, really? The gods of each element through Celestia. I thought, like, I didn't think the Archons granted visions, because Farina got her vision after the Archon, like, killed herself. So I thought, like, some mechanism in this world, in Tevat, that we are yet to, like, understand, or maybe, like, the story elements hasn't reached that point yet. It's, like, something that we don't know yet. But it's like an existing mechanism that somehow, I don't know, when people's ambition coalesces, it like triggers like some sort of event that spawns a vision or something like that. But yeah, I don't know. Is that like what the internet says, where vision comes from, like from the Archons themselves? Because technically speaking, you have to have a gnosis to be an Archon, right? Well, I guess, you have to once have had a gnosis to be an Archon, because as we know, like, a lot of the Archons have given up their gnosises, but are still, thought of as Archons. But I don't think Columbina ever had a gnosis, right? And I think we even talked about it, about a gnosis, with our conversations with Columbina, where she's like, no, I have this, like, marrow thing, marrow essence in me instead. Which is like the source of her power, and because the false sky is in the way, she feels like disconnected to the moon. That's like the source of her power, or something like that. Something like that. I don't know. I try really hard to like understand the story, but a lot of the times, like, there's so much going on that it's hard to like piece everything together. You're confused? Yeah, same here. I guess as we play through, we'll just kind of like see what makes the most sense along the way. You briefly tell Flynn's about Ririr's murder of Sociam, but the subsequent attempt to frame him, or Flynn's. Can you think of a reason why Ririr would try to frame you?
To use the Lightkeepers to find me, I suspect. I did not inform anyone of my true whereabouts, so he should have had more difficulty tracking me down.
And yet he found you before we did. Maybe he did not have more difficulty tracking you down than you think.
They alone have the ability to quickly pinpoint my position. our Sergeant Major has a Kuvaki-powered device that can be used to detect others who bear a lantern. They usually don't pay my whereabouts much mind unless they absolutely must find me.
You mean this thing?
Oh, Nefer gave this to us, but it was originally just like a Kuvaki device that the Ratniki use. So yeah, about the explanation of how a vision is granted. It might also be just like you know how like there's like different levels of stories where there's like how do I explain this so that it'll make sense? There's like what is actually happening in the world, and then there's like what people believe is happening, or what characters and what they believe or what they feel is happening about the world. An Archon being a gift from the gods could be just like what regular people in this like universe believe how visions are given, and that's why like I think it was like really prominent in Li Yue where everyone like prays to Archons and prays to Adeptus and stuff for like more power and stuff, and like one of the major things was like giving granted a vision. So it might be actually established that the vision, people just believe the Archon is like the super powerful being that can grant visions to whoever they feel like. But at the same time, since we actually like interact with the Archons and get behind the scenes about all these things and really see like what's going on in Teyvat, we get a different like perspective from the rest of the citizens of this world. And from our experience, we've realized that there's a bit more to this vision thing than like the NPCs and the characters in the game realize. So in a way that like makes our character way more interesting in that way, right? Because we have like a different perspective and we understand the world a little bit better because we're actually going out on these adventurings and not just like believing what other people say. Which I know that's like I guess I'm trying to justify the story right now with that kind of like explanation. But at the same time, like that kind of storytelling is present in Genshin Impact in a lot of places where they give you like one perspective and then they give you another person's perspective, and it like kind of like makes sense in both perspective. And then but then that kind of creates a lot of interesting like storytelling there. Like the whole like Wanderer and what do you call it? What was his name? Scaramouche thing, where he thought like he was being like shunned by his people and everyone hates him and blah blah blah. But it's all, and when we saw that story, we were like, oh my goodness, he's so evil, or his past is so like tragic and whatever. And but then he decided to like kill everyone or something like that in that like Inazuma like village that took him in, because he was like tricked essentially. We later learned that he was essentially tricked by the doctor, right, into believing what he believes. And then the story kind of elevates in that way, in my opinion. Like, oh my goodness, we saw Scaramouche's, we saw Scaramouche's like character growth, where it's like, oh, he just wanted to be like impress his mom essentially, right? Or his clone, I don't know. Not right. A created Kini Kuzuni or whatever as like a prototype to like learn how to make Raiden Shogun to replace herself so that A can go into the realm of eternity or whatever it was called, Euthymia or whatever. And because of that, to A, like Scaramouche was always expendable and just like a test thing. But then when we see the story from Scaramouche's perspective, it was like there was more going on there. And then the way he turns evil, where he's like, oh my goodness, this character is evil because of this like small thing, he kind of explodes and crashes out. That's like really dumb. But then we realize later, as when we play through the Sumeru story and we get like to meet Nahida and the doctor, we find out that no, maybe it wasn't in Sumeru. I don't remember exactly where the story's from. It might have been from an event. But then we learned that it was the doctor who like orchestrated this whole thing to try and corrupt one of Raiden Shogun's or one of A's like creations or something like that. Which I don't know. It's really cool. And I would suspect they might be doing something similar here and might be doing something similar with the visions and everything too. You think you need to read lore? Yeah, the lore in this game is like really interesting. That's the only reason I'm playing, really. Like a lot of the gacha stuff and daily grind and using other resin and having to do the domains and farming for like artifacts and level up materials and stuff has really just, I don't know. It has really worn on me since like there's been so many characters that I've done it for. I've done it so many times. And the whole process of using resin hasn't really changed ever since release of this game. So that's like one of the stagnant aspects of the game that I really wish they put more effort into making the resin. And I guess they did add that weird artifact thing that renews every once in a while. But that's, I feel like that was all there is. Everything else has kind of been the same thing copy pasted with like a couple things changed. Like a piece of art changed or something like that. Or the name of the thing changed. Am I pulling for Flynn's this banner? I don't know. I pulled for Lauma, and I don't really get a whole lot of Primo Gems nowadays. Because I feel like the game doesn't give as much Primo Gems nowadays. Especially like they don't give a like back when the game released, I feel like every update there's always like some apologems that they're like, oh, we had to fix this issue, I'm sorry, here's like a bunch of Primo Gems as apology. But they kind of stopped doing that because maybe they're giving out more Primo Gems in like events and stuff, maybe, I don't know. But that I don't have access to that stuff. But yeah, Flynn's, I think I will have to see like how his character plays out before I decide to pull for him or not. But currently I'm trying to save the character that I'm most interested in pulling for that has been kind of announced. Well, not really announced. It's kind of just teased so far. Is Alice. Alice and Varka I'm really interested in pulling for. Hoyo, have mercy. Yeah. Hoyo, please, more love to the free-to-play people. But yeah, I guess it is kind of like the anniversary of the game right now, and they are giving out quite a lot of stuff. And there's like a lot of like events right now that if you just like log into the game, you get like a bunch of rewards, which is pretty good, I guess. We finally, oh no, I think last year is when they added the whole you get a 5-star for free at the anniversary thing, right? A lot of people complained that even Honkai Star Rail gave a 5-star on the anniversary, but like this game has been super stingy about that for the longest time. But they finally did that, and yeah, they did that this year too, so that was good. Wifey.
Yes. Where did you pick this up?
A crazy lady gave it to us.
We found it inside a lantern when we first charged into the Wild Hunt anomaly.
Oh, okay, that is not the lantern that Nefer gave us. That's like a different lantern. Interesting. What was the point of the lantern Nefer gave to us then?
It must belong to a Ratnik dispatched to investigate the area, who, it seems, dropped everything and fled the moment they saw the Wild Hunt massing to strike. Well, at least they're not dead.
Guess it's not surprising how they found you so fast then. But if Rurir could have shapeshifted into Sosi, why didn't he just use that Kavaki device to find you himself?
Maybe you need it doesn't react to abyssal energy. I don't know.
Were he to use it, that device would likely fail to act as it should.
Oh.
Owing to abyssal interference.
I was right, I think.
Ah, guess that explains it.
That's very convenient.
So not only is this Rurir ruthless, but a purveyor of dirty tricks too. You might not be familiar with Sergeant Major Sosi, but he put his heart and soul into every mission.
You said wifey because I mentioned Alice, right? Is that why you said wifey? I go for the ladies more. Actually, I feel like I've gone for a good amount of the dudes in the game. And Some of the dudes are actually like more fun to play than a lot of the ladies that you can pull for. But I feel like this game leans heavily, or more heavily, on giving you ladies to pull for.
Our deployments are subject to orders from headquarters, and his orders were to be stationed long-term in Nasha Town. As such, he was very seldom able to go back and visit his family. He worked so hard, seeking to produce excellent results that might convince them to transfer him out.
Oh.
But every year they would say, "Wait a little longer. Wait a little longer." He often wondered if it was because he was lacking somehow. In truth, everyone had nothing but the highest praise for him. But good work does not always lead to good outcomes.
Yeah. Oh, you have not played this quest yet? Oh no, spoilers! I don't know. I don't know if you care about the spoilers, but so far all we did was really save Flynn's from attack. And then he's telling us about Sosi, who have been murdered, and we don't know who did it, but we suspect it was what was that weird dude's name? Ryrir?
The higher-ups would think, he's doing great where he is. Let him stay there forever. A most convenient choice for them, at least.
Oh yeah, welcome to chat, by the way. welcome.
Whereas his subordinates would think, wouldn't it be a shame if we were to lose such a talented, easygoing boss? So he waited. And he waited.
Linz is very dramatic of a
until
person.
the world closed its eyes in the depths of the night, and a lantern was slowly lit for him alone, that no one could see.
It's a tragic story.
One that has played out many times throughout history. Another reason to take this Rerear's head.
Interesting.
At least we now know that he's looking for these fragments inside Wild Hunt anomalies.
Oh, so he's not like commanding the Wild Hunt anomalies. He's just like, is that why? Okay, so at some point in the story where we went to the flagship bar with Nefer, one of the peoples that we try to get information from mentioned that the abyssal anomalies have been increasing, and this is how I interpreted it, so I don't know if it's like actually what's happening or not, but the way it sounded like it was being presented was the the Wild Hunt anomalies, I guess, all over the maps has been increasing, but then it's actually increasing more than we think. But then there has been more successful Wild Hunt operations, like to destroy those like Wild Hunt like crystal looking things. There have been more successful of those than we seem to realize that have been reported by the Ratniki, so by like Lynn's people. So are they suggesting here that Rerear is also going around killing all those Wild Hunt people to suck their Wild Hunt anomaly energies? And that's why it seems like even though there should be more, there actually isn't as much as we think. And also why Rerear is getting more and more powerful every time he meets and fights against Flynn's here. I think that makes sense to me at the moment, so I'm gonna leave it at that.
And yet, what did the Sergeant Major have to do with any of this? Why did he have to die?
Because he was at the wrong place at the wrong time.
Could Rarer be angry that the cannon Sosi set up to fire destroyed the fragments he wanted to collect?
Could you take me to the scene of the crime?
Probably, but you're a suspect in this case.
We shall just have to exercise some discretion then. Come on. Let us be on our way.
Interesting. We gotta be sneaky. Sneaky. Oop. Every lantern, blah, 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 blah. One was there who hunted the moon. Those guys over there, those deer-like, what are they called? Radiant antelopes. they're really tanky. Maybe because I have Inefa on the team and I've been relying on her energy charge or electro charge. The new lunar ones has been like a big part of the damage. But they can take a lot of damage and they just like, they feel like a health sponge. I gotta pick up all this. I'll probably need them later. Okay, can we just teleport? Ah, we can just teleport. I guess we gotta be sneaky. We gotta be sneaky. So one of the things I thought, like, I guess is back then when, this is back in like 1.0 when we were in Mondstadt, and we found out that Master Jean is only acting Grandmaster, and that there's a person named Grandmaster Varka who is supposed to be like the leader of the. Oh, this is Fontaine. This isn't Mondstadt. Blah, 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 blah. Right here, Mondstadt. We had the Knights of Avonius, and we knew we were already given the information that Varka is the leader of the Knights of Avonius, but then he took like all his best men essentially, or all the people able-bodied to like do something, which at the moment we still don't know. We actually have been invited to Nod Cry by Varka to discuss a certain thing, which kind of like we pushed to the wayside and decided to do our own thing in the meantime. But yeah, at the time, like, this is kind of like tagging on when you asked me about like pulling for Flynn's, and we had a little bit of a conversation about wife material and stuff. But at the time I was really hoping that Captain Varka, because then for male characters, we've really, like, I think he might be the most buff of all the characters. Actually, no, they're kind of, their body types are more or less the same. We got like tall men guys and then young boy looking guys, right? For the most part, and that's about it. Whereas we got tall women, we got young looking women. Okay, she's actually kind of tall, like younger child women. And then we got little girls, right? I was thinking like it would be such a cool thing if Captain Varka or Grandmaster Varka was like either a huge buff dude, and that's just like the new thing that they introduced into the game when Varka becomes a playable character. He's like a huge buff dude. He uses like a great sword, but then he uses his one hand. That's how like freaking buff and strong he is. I was like thinking, oh, if they went in that direction for Varka, I'll be so happy. And then at the same time, I was like, they could totally go the other direction too with Grandmaster Varka. He's like this like old like dude, and he's like the size of like one of these little kids, but he's like an old dude, like a Yoda or something from Star Wars, or a Bim Buksai Sensei from like Gintama, where there's this tiny guy, but then he's like the Grandmaster, right? So he's like super skilled. You give him like, I don't know. He also uses like a great sword. He's so good that he uses a great sword with one hand, and that's how skilled he is. But then it feels like they kept with this convention and haven't really left it in terms of like the body types of each character. For females, there's like small kid, medium, I guess teenager, young adult, and then like adult women size. But then they've always left it like young kid and young adult for the men, which I don't know. I remember when the game first came out, a lot of people was wishing for male characters. I think Arataki Ito, where is he? I think I should have him. Yeah, I remember his like promotional art made him look super buff, so people were like excited, like, oh, there's gonna be a buff dude in the game at some point. But then when he finally came out, he has like noodle arms. And everyone kind of made fun of this character for that. But yeah, everyone was like wishing like they would give more buff characters, more manly, chiseled characters like this into the game. And what's really crazy is that like buff arms and stuff isn't even like a foreign concept to this game. Like right from the beginning of the game, there was a Mondstadt again. There was like, wait, where's the blacksmith? Like this blacksmith guy, he had like these huge arms, and people are like, just give some of the male characters his arms. That's all we want. And I thought that was like really funny. You call them Pokemons. Varka stole Diluc's sword. Did Varka actually steal Diluc's? That's the wolf's something. I don't remember what it's called. Wolf's gravestone or something. Is that Diluc's sword? Ito is the tallest guy. He's the tallest guy, but I remember like promotional material for Ito. Like he had like these super buff arms, and it was like it was, I don't know, it was a little bit of a disappointment by the time he actually became a playable character. For reals. Okay, enough ranting. Let's try to get to the next area. Okay, so they want us to go behind.
Accelerating.
Do I just take this elevator again? Let's just take this elevator again. They use same sword? How? Maybe there's like a company that just makes copies of swords. He pulled on the banner, on the Wolf's gravestone banner, and he was able to pull that sword. He lost 50-50 and got that sword. Wait, is Wolf? Actually, I've never wished on this banner. I've always went for characters because that's about the amount of like primo gems I had. But I'm actually kind of curious now that you mentioned it. Details? Details. That's not it. List of items. Weapons. Wolf's gravestone. Okay, so yeah, it is if you lose 50-50 that you get. Is there a 50-50 in the weapons banner? I actually don't know anything about the weapons banner. I don't think I can assume that there's 50-50 like the characters banner. But yeah, maybe he was trying to go for like a different greatsword, and he lost 50-50 and got Wolf's gravestone instead. free to play, real pain. We just want characters. Yeah, that's pretty much me. I don't really care about the weapons, even though like there's enough power creep in the game now that it seems like they are like MiHoYo is tailoring a lot of the events difficulty, like the harder difficulty to people who aren't free to play. So like I'm having trouble keeping up with a lot of like the more difficult content in the game now. The free to play people like me are falling behind just due to lack of resources. And yeah, some of the 5-star weapons that I do have, however, does make like a huge difference whenever I put it on a character. Here's my weapons. Yeah, they're all like from the permanent banner, I believe. I think, actually. I don't know. I don't know if you actually always guarantee a character when you pull. Yeah, this all must have to be from the permanent banner, all of these. Actually, I think one of them was given out for free. You like got to choose it at some point. I think I chose this. I don't know. This has been so long. Does it tell you when you like unlocked this? No, it doesn't. Dang. But yeah, I do have a few 5-star, but they're all rank 1 because it's better to equip like a 5-star on a character than to rank up a 5-star for a specific character. Well, I guess it really depends if you use the character or not. Like, I don't really use Jean all that much anymore nowadays. So this might potentially be wasted on her. Maybe I can make Ayaka stronger and give her Jean's Skyward Blade. But yeah. Free to play, yeah, from stand. Yeah, okay. Okay, that's good to know. Alright, I said I was going to... Oop. We're going from behind this time. Oop, it's Paimon.
I understand the situation more or less. Much has happened, I see. Either way, I suppose we were lucky not to receive a warm welcome on the way over here. It seems my fellow Lightkeepers do not wish to make this case public just yet.
Yeah, when we talked to Lauma, she also didn't want to make it public either.
Yeah. Guess Nasha Town's already been enough of a mess lately.
Let's stop here. Any further and the Ratniki might detect us. Since you two can enter, I'll have to request that you kindly pick me up once you're inside.
Okay,
Oh?
sure.
And how are we supposed to do that?
You'll know when the time comes.
Oh, is he gonna turn
See you
into a
later.
lantern and we gotta pick him up?
Still acting all mysterious. But he seemed pretty confident, so guess we've got to trust him.
How there, lady? I need to get in for more investigation.
Ah, you're the special assistants for this investigation, right?
Right.
Yep, that's us.
Very special, yes. Sorry, I know it's a bit late, but there's a couple of things we'd like to take a look at.
Well, you're just in time.
Ooh.
We're basically done investigating the crime scene. All that's left is to finish writing up some records. Then properly dispose of Sergeant Major Sosi's remains. If there's
Interesting.
anything else you'd like to look into, this is your last chance to do so.
Find anything new?
Sadly, no.
Darn.
The motive behind the killing remains a mystery. And while we somehow managed to get news of Flint's, an unexpected accident caused us to miss him. But considering that Nefer from the Curatorium of Secrets came forward to help investigate, I have no doubt that a breakthrough's not far off.
Expert use of delaying tactics on her part. Excellent work.
We'll do our part too. All right, we're going in. See you later.
Okay. Alright, let's get in here. Alright, Inefa. Scan for anomalies. I know Inefa is not supposed to be
in.
here right now.
Thanks to Nefer's reputation, once again.
There's a character named Nefer and a character named Inefa. That's a little bit confusing for people who might not know the game as much as well.
But we still know nothing about how Flint's is gonna enter, or how we'll pick him up. Never mind how we'll leave later on. ... Something the matter?
Oh yeah. There's a strange light by the window.
Huh.
Oh, to the window.
It looks like Flint's lantern, but where is he exactly?
Use the force, Luke. It's always teased that like Traveler can use all the elements she's gotten throughout her journeys anytime she wants in these cutscenes and stuff. But then when we actually play as her, we're stuck to one, which is really unfortunate.
Well, we've got the lantern. What now?
We pour the lantern out.
Oh, Paimon almost screamed out loud. You never said you could do magic like that.
That's what I call going incognito.
This lantern may have a rather peculiar shape, but so long as it doesn't glow, it won't stand out in the dark. I calculated that you would have already entered, so I chose a spot visible from the window before using light to send you a signal. As I thought, you're both sharp-eyed and on the ball.
Ooh.
The perks of being veteran adventurers, huh?
What you just did? Surely that can't be accomplished through elemental powers alone.
Your composure is more impressive still. You're right. That required a little trick of my own. But let us leave such trivial topics for a more relaxed moment. Our time is limited after all.
No, you must tell me how you did that now.
Just as I thought. Come, try sensing it yourself.
What am I supposed to be sensing? It's very faint, but there is some residual power near the wound that feels identical to the abyssal energy that surged from Flynn's lantern.
Identical powers must flow from the same source. It was the wild hunt, then, that took my form and killed the Sergeant Major. But why do this?
Kill the Major.
To sow chaos by depriving the Lightkeepers of one of their commanders?
Damn, Paimon's on the ball today.
If the Wild Hunt's true form is powerful enough to stand against the world as you claim, I fear not even the full force of Lightkeepers could stand against him, let alone the handful of us stationed in Nasha Town. He would have no reason whatsoever to pick quarrels with individual ants. Let's look again more closely.
Something
We must leave no stone unturned.
is afoot. Something more is going on. They said that the crime scene investigation is already complete. There should no longer be a need to keep this place exactly as is.
Well, that makes things simpler. In that case, allow me to disturb the fallen. May the ghost flame guide your spirit. May you rest in peace.
It was only 3 days from retirement. However, despite the very thorough search, no new clues
He seemed
emerged.
like quite a reckless foe. Certainly not the meticulous mastermind type. Yet here we are, grappling with this enigma he has left us.
Oh, if we can't get any leads, we might have to go back and find Nefer. Oh, the longer we're stuck here, the likelier he is to achieve his goal. Ugh, this is so frustrating.
Is that all? Have we really tried every angle? Found every clue? Paimon! Look at that flashing light on his arm! Is it gonna explode?
You mean this?
Oh, that's Aino's creation, right? Interesting. What is this gonna
I'm
do?
not well versed in machinery, but that means his mechanical arm is malfunctioning, right?
I have no idea.
It might have been broken in combat.
In combat, you say? Hold on. I am looking at the. Actually, I'm looking at this right now. Where is it? Back. I was looking at the browser that I had up. I'm like, which step am I on? I am still on the first first quest essentially of this live stream. Get rid of it.
No, that's not right. Paimon remembers this signal. We saw it before while repairing the cannon.
Boop, 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 boop.
It doesn't mean that the components are damaged. It just means that they're due for regular maintenance, so the device has stopped operating.
Right.
But the real problem is that
When we were fixing the cannon, his arm was working just fine. Yeah, but that was like 2 days
it
ago.
helped us find the maintenance port. It could still be a coincidence, but considering it hasn't been long at all since we were repairing that cannon.
The Sosi you met could have been Rerir in disguise. In other words, he played the Sergeant Major before disguising himself as me.
What? No way.
That's right. If only there were some way to prove it.
So he killed Sosi, turned into Sosi, and then hung out with us and become our best friend? Dang. I wonder why he didn't try to kill us then. If something needed maintenance, you'd go register it with Nashatown's repairman.
You mean Hintsa?
I don't
We
know who
had a
that
short
is.
chat with him once at the tavern,
You
but
did?
it's so late. Guess it'll have to wait till tomorrow.
I know where he lives. The situation is critical, so let us now take up the role of uninvited guests ourselves. Ah, yes. And one more thing. Remember to pick me up by the window.
Okay. Why can't we just hide you under our dress? I don't think people are supposed to be looking there anyways. You leave the room without trouble and head to blah 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 whatever that person's name. Hints. Okay, let's do this. Whee! Never. Oh, sparkles. If I decide to sit down.
Accelerating.
Avoid Hinsai and ask about the situation. Hey, that's the guy.
Oh, it's you two. And Flint's. Given the hour, I guess it must be an emergency.
It is indeed. Our sincerest apologies for interrupting your rest. We are investigating a certain matter in connection with Sergeant Major Sosi. We'd like to know if he has sent you a request for maintenance to be performed on his mechanical arm.
Sosi. Oh, so the rumors I heard, are they true? You know what? Forget it. I'm sure it's complicated. No further questions from me. Just a moment. I need to check my records.
Thank you for your understanding.
Got it. 8 days ago, he came to request a round of regular maintenance. But as it happened, I had run out of the required components. His mechanical arm is especially sophisticated, having been designed by Aino personally. The parts, too, could only be made by her. As such, they usually take several days to arrive. In fact, this time, he even asked me if we could push his request forward. And I understood, completely. Not being able to use your hand, that's rough for anyone. But even more so if your job involves fighting out in the wild. So I did my best to convince Aino to rush the job. And eventually, the parts arrived. 3 days ago, if I remember correctly. I sent word to the Lightkeepers immediately, but he never showed up.
What?
I assumed he was just out on some mission or other.
So his arm was blinking this entire time?
What's with those faces? Everything all right?
You've provided us with some very crucial information, Hinza. You have our thanks. We can't make everything public yet, but once our investigation is complete, I will return to thank you and provide an explanation on behalf of all the Lightkeepers.
No worries. Just glad I could help.
Thanks. Good night.
Good night. Hope the investigation goes well.
Sure, that sounds good. All right. So the Sosi we were
It seems that it is
socializing
as
with.
we guessed. The Sergeant Major Sosi you encountered while repairing the cannon was actually Rerir in disguise.
Interesting. Well, he seemed like a regular dude to me at the time.
8 days ago, he had yet to act. But at some point after that, he attacked and imprisoned the Sergeant Major. With the immense gap in strength between them, the job was finished in a single blow. And thus Rerir had no opportunity to discover the malfunctioning mechanical arm. Perhaps his mastery of shapeshifting extends only to outward form, and not therefore to complex internal mechanisms. Hence his oversight of the uniquely mechanical traits of the Sergeant Major's arm, and in turn, this flaw in his disguise.
You're saying he thought no one would realize his mechanical arm was actually made of some kind of black muck on the inside, so long as it worked, right?
It's like when Ditto transforms into other Pokemon, you still see like dot eyes.
Still seems like there's a lot of guesswork involved here, but it mostly makes sense.
That means that the only thing he did at Sosi was fire the cannon. Interesting. So he wanted the cannon to be fired.
This also has me stumped for the moment. The cannon has always been used to destroy the Wild Hunt, and it works as intended. But how would that help Rerir exactly? Assuming he plans to collect the fragments within Wild Hunt anomalies, firing the cannon works against him, since it would blast those fragments to smithereens.
Well, some men just like to see the world burn.
So we solved one mystery, only to dig up another.
Darn.
Whew. This is getting Paimon kind of down. And sleepy too.
We've been on edge for too long, it seems.
Yes, I'd say it is high time we took a break. Seems like there's a lot left to investigate. We'll have to fight Rerir eventually. And we'll do a poor job if we're not well rested.
Yeah, we should totally get some sleep first.
Want to rest a day in Nasha Town? Your residence is quite far away.
A reasonable suggestion. I have no doubt that my quarters have been turned inside out by now, at any rate.
You can stay with us, hee hee.
My colleagues have never failed to live up to my expectations of their discourtesy.
Well, guess we'll just have to pick you up as usual.
That would be good, yes. Feel free to put the room costs on my tab.
Don't worry about it. Varka has already paid for everything. Oop, I hear some noises behind the loading screen. Oh, they're just setting up another cutscene.
Phew, back inside. We can finally take a breather. Okay, Paimon. In and
I suppose we could all take a moment to unwind. As I recall, our first meeting took place not far from here. Ah, the nostalgia. Had you already sensed the unique power within my lantern at that time?
Yes, which is why I asked you to give it to me.
I see. Words truly do fail to capture your superlative insight. Fortunate then that abyssal energy was only leaking from the fragment in minuscule amounts when we first met. Or I might have been in for a real interrogation.
Yeah, hard to say how that would have played out. We've had a whole bunch of unpleasant run-ins with the Abyss.
Rerear seems fixated on you, and you on him. Are you guys lovers?
You mean to ask why I'm going this far to oppose him? Well, as a Lightkeeper, I'd say I'm simply doing my job.
Come on, don't play games with me.
Yeah! You're covered in more mysteries than Paimon could shake a skewer at. You can't just get out of explaining yourself by making lame excuses.
All right. I suppose I do owe you some honesty, whether out of gratitude or the need to build trust. Your deductions have been quite correct. Should one wish to conceal oneself within a lantern, elemental power alone is not enough. You know humans well, and naturally you understand their limits. But some things that humans would consider difficult are quite normal in the eyes of non-humans.
So, you mean you're one of the latter?
You're a non-human? You're a dancer?
Have you heard of how Snezhnaya was once the realm of the Fae?
No, I've never heard of that, actually.
This race is no longer of any importance.
Oh, dang.
But they still exist. As evidenced by the fact that I am standing before you.
You're a Fae?
We've heard some scattered legends, but that's all Paimon thought there was to it.
Why do people think Paimon's a Fae? I guess she's kind of like fairy-like, right?
I once turned my heart toward humanity, and thus did I experience loss. I once labored and did much, and put an end to my tale with my own hands. When you realize you are floating in the middle of a vast ocean.
He's being dramatic again.
You cannot help but feel that swimming in any direction would be equally meaningless. Would it not be better, then, to simply sink? But before I could sink to truly lightless depths, chance had it that I should be awakened by a band of Ratniki. They were facing a horde of abyssal monsters, and could not last against such a disparity in strength. Yet none fled. Those who dwell in darkness for long enough become exceedingly sensitive to all light. And the first light I saw upon awakening was that which shone from their eyes.
Is that why you chose to help them?
Perhaps I was moved by their valor. Perhaps I simply saw my past self in them, and was moved to action for the first time in a long, long while. But I was freshly awoken, and my powers were limited. I could not prevent casualties altogether.
Oh no, so his new friends died.
The survivors and I buried the fallen heroes. That was the origin of the final night cemetery.
And that's why you chose to become a Lightkeeper?
Well, not exactly. I was just more familiar with them. So joining up seemed the most convenient way to experience human life.
So he has the ability to transform? For some reason I had it in my head that Faes have a different form. Maybe Faes are just like another form of human looking. Maybe I'm just wrong with my assumptions.
Doesn't sound too believable.
I was imagining like a Sealy or something.
Well, I believe it. Besides, I'm well past the age when one might believe in things that must be done. Nonetheless, there are still some things I will not allow to happen. The chaos that Rerear has been stirring up is one of them. Tomorrow I shall go and check our records to see if I can find any connection between the Wild Hunt, Rerear, and the Cannon.
Will you need us to get you where you need to be?
Oh, I'll be fine. I keep a backup copy at my residence in case of emergencies.
Can you even go back there right now? Won't there be Ratniki watching it?
Thanks for the reminder. I believe they'll have checked my place, but they won't have stayed. All things are ranked according to their priority, and we lack the manpower for such an open-ended stakeout. And even if someone is waiting, I have ways around that. I am the master of my own house, after all.
All right then, we'll trust you. We sure ended up chatting for a while, huh? I'm super tired now. But, you know, feels like we can breathe easier, now that we know you better.
I didn't take you for the cautious sort. Anyway, I hope you'll help me keep this a secret. I'd prefer others not to know about my past unless strictly necessary. Nor do I want to attract more trouble on account of being a fae.
Don't worry, I won't say a thing.
Paimon's lips are sealed too.
All right. Thanks again for your help. Good night, you two.
Good night.
Finally, we can rest. Let's go get some sleep. There's tons to do tomorrow.
Ooh, Flynn's gaze locks onto Inefa as you get close. Ooh. Seems like he has made his choice as to where to look.
Make sure your paperwork is all in order.
Okay, let's see what he says.
It's getting late. The situation is urgent, but rest is vital. Good night.
Okay, nothing too important there. What do they want me to do here now? The Ashen White Order burns. Okay. Return to your room and rest is what they want me to do. You and Flynn's discovered that the cannon's firing is Rearier's doing, but his motives remain a mystery. Either way, you're running out of time. Oh, so he's not staying in the same room as us. Oop. Paimon. We switched sides with Paimon this time. Who's looking at us? Oh, it's Paimon.
So much
We have become Paimon?
What's
Oh.
going on this time?
They came to arrest Flynn's. Oh, never mind.
Hey! Where's Flint's? Is he here, or isn't he?
We would be most obliged if you would pipe down a little, dear guest. Our other guests are resting.
Resting? We're all about to be done for, and you're talking about rest? Flint's is a wild hunt shapeshifter, here to deceive us all! If we don't get rid of him now, there'll be no end to this!
You'd better give him up. If anything happens, your business here is done for. You want that, huh?
Or are you in cahoots with him? You with the wild hunt too, huh?
What happened? Did something leak out?
Oh no.
But we were so careful last night. How did anyone see us?
Something fishy about this. I doubt it's because of anything we did. So the shapeshifter guy probably shapeshifted us as someone and like spread this rumor.
What do you mean?
They clearly know something. Why else would they be talking about a wild hunt shapeshifter?
This is so confusing! What do we do? These people are no match for Flint's, but they're super heated right now. It's not like all the unusual stuff about him will make it any easier to explain either.
Let's go buy some time.
Okay!
Hey! Let us in now!
My apologies. My apologies.
Hold on! Calm down, everyone!
What in Tevat is the meaning of this racket? Are you intent on depriving both the Voynich Guild and the Curatorium of Secrets of even a moment's rest? Boss, do we really have to entertain people who don't respect the rules? Call a few of your boys and have them thrown out.
And what hole did you crawl out of?
A watering hole, of course. The one you've just disturbed. A place to get a moment's respite from all the recent unhappiness, and to escape from all this talk of the wild hunt, or strange ghosts and phantoms. Who'd have guessed people like you would come bursting in, shrieking louder than any ghoul?
This is a matter of utmost importance. We've got solid evidence. All we need now is to confront Flint's face to face.
Evidence.
Exactly. And you sure don't look like an impartial party either, Nefer.
Oh no, because she's Sumeru.
Oh, don't I now? How about this then, boss? Let them do their search. If they find their man, they can have their little chat. But if they don't, then they owe everyone here an apology, as well as compensation for all the racket they've caused.
Wait, it's...
All right, all right. I suppose that's the only way. If we don't let them in now, they'll be back sooner or later. What a mess.
Oh, alright then.
Well,
But Flynn's is in his
I'd
lantern.
say that sounds like an impartial proposal. What say you? Or are you suddenly unsure of yourselves?
Come on, everyone! Move it!
Move it. We're gonna find him. There he is right now.
No
You're
sign
searching
of Flint's.
for nooks and crannies. Gory.
But how can that be? Hasn't he always stayed here?
Done searching, are we? Guess it's time to uphold your end of the bargain, huh?
Huh. Money. Compensation money. Uh-oh. He got smack. After teaching the group a harsh lesson, never finally let them go. You something.
So, Paimon, you've been waiting to ask me something, haven't you?
Yeah, how did they even find us here?
My inside man with the Lightkeepers informed me that you paid the crime scene a late-night visit. I surmise that you must have rendezvoused with Flint's and obtained some new information. Then, early this morning, a group of people gathered at the town gates, news spreading amongst them that the Wild Hunt could disguise itself by taking on familiar faces. Everyone started throwing out the names of possible suspects. No one, seemingly, was exempt. And amidst it all, Flint's name started gaining more and more traction. I'm sure his solitary lifestyle may have played a part, but I wouldn't discount Rerir throwing fuel on the fire in secret.
That's what I was saying.
So, did Flint's make his escape after hearing about this?
And that's where I, Yehoda, the quick-witted, fleet-footed backbone of the Curatorium, got my chance to shine. While everyone was super focused on the argument in the main hall, I alone noticed an opening.
I got her to climb up to a window to help Flint's out, only for her to return with nothing but a lantern.
Aw, come on, boss. I was just getting started.
I'm interested in, like, all the weird facial expressions that you can do on her. I'm really interested in how, like, her character model would work in, like, camera mode. Because I think you can, like, set different, like, poses and facial expressions and stuff. But maybe, like, if you have her, she has, like, more options. Because she has, like, so many different expressions that only she has. I don't think anyone else have been this expressive. Even, like, Sitlali and some of the Natlin characters have not shown this much variance in their face.
We initially intended to bring Flint's back to the Curatorium and wait those people out, but I never expected this to be all that was left. I imagine, though, that he wouldn't have left something that was so seemingly important to him behind.
Might he intend to come back and get it later? Maybe. I'm not sure.
He's in there right now, Yehoda.
Well, he's out of harm's way now, so that's not super important, right?
Roy.
Oh?
What Paimon means to say is, we got lots of new intel to share.
All right then. Yehoda, contact the others. We're going to need all hands on deck.
All hands on deck.
Let's have this discussion over at my place.
Ooh. Alright, let's go to... I guess she means all hands on deck. Does that include Lauma, Aino, and Nefa? Or is she referred to other people? All hands... Wait. Oh yeah, Curatorium... Curatorium of Secrets. Like up here. Hmm? Hello, hello. We have arrived. Who are all hands? I'm curious who's all hands means.
I see. So Flint's has a fragment taken from within a wild hunt anomaly.
Oh, here we are, the 3 exactly people that I mentioned.
Is he gonna be okay now that he's on his own again?
For some reason, whenever you're in this room, it seems like the colors pop out more. I don't know if that reflects properly on the YouTube side of things, but for my monitor for sure, because my monitor has some special like vivid whatever something mode or something that makes colors look nicer, like an IPS panel or something. It's supposed to be like really color accurate or something like that. And yeah, it looks like really nice right now, like all the different kinds of colors we're seeing on the screen, like pink hair, the blue and purple and the green and the red.
Earlier, he said that the fragment had gone still, so it's probably of no use to Rare now.
In that case, Rare shouldn't have any reason to keep pursuing him, right? So was all that ruckus back at the flagship just an act of spite? Or what?
Who knows?
If I were him, I would have simply turned my attention to collecting other fragments.
A reasonable course of action. Remember what we heard back at the tavern? The actual number of wild hunt anomalies destroyed has been greater than Lightkeeper records would indicate. Some of these must have been Rare's doing. He must have been seeking more fragments.
That's what I hypothesized earlier. Now it's confirmed.
This much is pretty easy to understand, but why would he pretend to be Soci and put so much effort into getting the cannon up and running again?
Maybe because that'd be more efficient than having to clear anomalies himself.
Lynn's mentioned that if the cannons were fired at the wild hunt, the fragments would be blasted into oblivion too. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm confident that the ammo we're packing has the oomph to do that. But I am a mechanic after all. For me, test data and their conclusions speak loudest. Oh, why don't we find a few of those fragments ourselves and use Kuvaki to carry out a little experiment?
Our lab could certainly accommodate such a test.
In other words, we gotta destroy a couple of anomalies and collect fragments from them, right?
Right.
Lightkeeper operations have just about ceased following the Sergeant Major's passing. Meanwhile, the wild hunt continues to grow in scale by the day. I fear only we can keep the situation under control now.
Why only us?
Then we best act fast. Paimon's got a bad feeling about this.
Paimon, you always have a bad feeling about this.
A feeling we all share, I'm afraid.
The fragments, the cannon, Kuvaki, Rerear, and the Abyss. There must be some thread linking all these factors together. Besides, it's getting revenge on Flynn's truly sole aim? We're missing something decisive connection here. We're missing some decisive connection here. We're running out of time. Why are we running out of time? What is about to happen? That we're running out of time? That we're reaching?
There are 3 wild hunt sites that must be dealt with.
Oh,
urgently.
3.
But I believe we have the capacity to handle it.
Since that's the case, I'd like to investigate something on the Lightkeeper's end one more time.
Works for me. Nefa and I will take our workshop assistants to deal with one of the sites.
The Curatorium will handle another.
Oh, okay, we don't have
to deal with the remaining one.
Paimon didn't think she'd ever get to see everyone here carrying out a plan together like this.
Never mind you. This is a first for me, too.
Let's head out, then. We'll meet back up at my lab with the fragments.
If you run into Rerear, do not engage him. He's grown much stronger since our last encounter.
Understood.
Time is of the essence now. Our foe could make his next move at any moment, so we must stay in contact with one another.
Gotcha! Stay safe, everyone.
Gotcha. That's what this game is. Ha, got a good one, Paimon.
Huh.
The lantern disappeared.
Anyone seen the lantern? Has Flint's dropped by already?
The green
Well,
lantern.
Considering what you said earlier, you know where we're going next, right?
Why, anyway, what do they want me to do now? You influences here either way, run out of time for some reason. Go to the final night cemetery to meet Flynns. Okay, where is that? Have I ever been to the final night? I've never been to the final night cemetery. This is a new area for me. I have already gone this thing though. Oh, perfect. Ooh, there's a thing over there. Should I grab it? I think I should. Special sand. I think the special sand, like, can mess with. It's like kind of a pain to, like, target the special sand. There we go. Whee! Yeah, there really isn't anything underneath the sand. That's why I keep my head beneath it, haha. Yes. Yeah, you can turn to her, I guess, to run faster. I wonder if she can run on water. For some reason, I highly doubt it. I think that's shallow water, so that doesn't count. Ooh, that's not what I wanted to do. What is this? Oh. Actually, I haven't been using this in this area. You kind of get, like, wood or whatever. They haven't really had any, like, Nod Cry specific, whatnots yet. Still shallow water. I don't think she can actually walk on water. Ooh, look at this place. Kind of reminds me of, Enkanomiya. Give me resource. Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. Daytrich's grave. Here lies Daytrich the Lightkeeper. We don't remember what he did. Oh, they have weird little spirits here. Just like, what was that island? Forget. I can't remember all these. This island. Amakumo Island? No. Seirai Island. No, Surumi Island is the one with all the spirits. Then you like clean it. You like cleared it of all its like evilness. Man, back then they had a lot of like cool stuff when it comes to new maps. Nowadays the new maps are like more or less the same.
Oh, no one's guarding this place, just like he said. But, oh, where do we find the information he mentioned?
That's a good question, Paimon. Oh, there he is. Let's just go ask him.
This way.
Oh, okay. Is Paimon gonna wave at him? Oh, he's not.
Let's move. We're running out of time.
Why do you guys all keep saying we're running out of time? I don't understand. What's rushing? What's the rush?
Ah, there you are. Okay, let's split up and make this happen. Or not. How are we supposed to read through this many files?
Yeah, this might be ... Yeah, bet.
Difficult, yes, but it is also our most efficient option. To expose the true intentions of this Rereer, we need to dive into Notcry's history.
Mine's a history, not her story. Yeah.
Hope we don't land on our heads then.
Wing.
Ah, ghost!
What's the matter, Paimon?
Suddenly moved by itself. This is a graveyard, right, Flint's? Do these things just kind of happen?
Yes.
Many strange things happen here, but this is not one of them.
But that file really did move by itself. Hey, come
Dot, dot, dot. I shall use my elemental sense. Oh no, I don't sense anything.
Wild Hunt Phenomenologue?
Indeed. Whoa, blah, blah, blah.
Hey! Another file's moving!
With a similar title, too.
Are we being given hints? I feel no hostility. On the contrary, it seems we're being aided somehow.
Somehow.
Really? Hey! Seriously, another one? Okay then. Paimon will read this one.
Okay. I'm not floating so high up. Reading. Oh. At least we got a little bit of like a montage or a time lapse.
Phew! Finally finished. Oh, Paimon sure could use a long break from long words now. Hope she can remember it all.
The material I've read through has all been about past Wild Hunt incidents of enormous scale. What about you?
Pretty much the same here.
Paimon as well. Guess that makes 3 of us.
Whatever this is, it seems to want us to notice something. Let's bring our files together and give them another look through.
Flynn's is like, it looks like it's about wild hunts of large scale. And then Lumine is like, yeah, mine too. But Paimon actually didn't read her. She's just like too lazy. And she's like, yeah, mine as well. Yeah, yeah. What a coincidence, right? It must be trying to point us in a direction or something.
Alright. Paimon will go fetch hers. All these incidents look pretty different.
Wait. I've noticed something. Before the occurrence of these huge Wild Hunt events, a smaller scale one would erupt in the exact same location. And look. All these smaller scale Wild Hunt site reports share a common outcome.
What is it?
They'd be detected, but would go inactive before any forces could be sent to deal with them. They could then be sealed directly using a tide seal stone. But why?
Was Riryu actively clearing these sites?
Some of these records are too old. I doubt he had regained the ability to act freely yet, or we would have met long ago.
And here's another similarity. Kuvaki in nearby soil completely drained. Could this be important somehow?
Kuvaki and the Wild Hunt are mutually opposed forces. We Lightkeepers previously believed that these small Wild Hunt sites would temporarily go inactive due to being neutralized by the Kuvaki present in the soil.
Interesting.
But now that we've synthesized all this data, there is a key issue this hypothesis cannot explain.
If the Wild Hunt's power has already been neutralized, why would another large-scale Wild Hunt occur soon after?
Indeed. Despite the name, I would not call a Tide Seal Stone's sealing powers watertight exactly. But for it to fail and the situation to deteriorate in such short order...
Paimon feels like she's almost got it.
The Wild Hunt was not suppressed by Kuvaki. Instead, it became stronger. And Riryu wants to use Aino's cannon, the ammo of which it was also made using Kuvaki. Could it be? He can use Kuvaki?
Yes, that might be it. It could be that when Kuvaki and Abyssal energies meet, the stronger side will suppress the weaker one. And while Kuvaki can indeed destroy small-scale Wild Hunt anomalies, should Riryu be strong enough, the Kuvaki might be his for the taking instead.
Paimon kinda gets where we're going with this.
The Abyss always seeks to corrupt. This is just like the abyssal threat the ancient dragons faced.
What are you referring to?
You know, the ancient dragons, they faced an abyssal threat.
We had a real close encounter with the Abyss in Netland. It's a force that tries to taint everything. It's hard to explain in detail, but basically, your reasoning makes sense.
So Riryu also grew stronger on account of the cannon being fired?
Was there a gap between him pretending to be Sergeant Major Sosi and the cannon being fired?
There was. Aino needed to make some adjustments after we finished those repairs. Rerir, disguised as Sosi, left at that point, leaving him more than enough time to shapeshift into you, return to the Lightkeeper's office and set up the crime scene, before heading over to the cannon's target area and absorbing the Kovaki.
It all makes sense. And all that just for the fragment I had with me.
Okay, so he's not getting stronger because he is absorbing the fragments? He's getting stronger because he absorbed the cannon fire, which is like concentrated Kuvaki. And that's why Flynn's was having troubles fighting him during that like epic cutscene. But why? He just wants the fragments back then? It doesn't really like give him powers or anything. He just wants it back for another reason.
It begs the question. What makes it so special that he needs it so badly?
Yes, that's the question that was begged out of me. Why does he need the fragments? That's still a mystery. Who is it? I hope I'm not decent.
That's odd. We shouldn't have any guests. I'll go take a look.
No, you're being chased after right now. Oh, it's a duck. That's not a duck.
It's an ibis.
Is it Lao Gong Maha?
It's carrying a letter! Ooh, Lala must have sent it. She can speak to little animals. Let's see here.
Situation urgent. The cannon began operating shortly after we left Nasha Town and is preparing to fire.
Oh no, they're gonna fire on them then, because they're at the sites of the Wild Hunt, right? Oh no, our friends!
It is locked on to Star Sand Shoal. Please return to Nasha Town and assist with all haste. Lauma.
That's gotta be Rerir's doing. But why is he using the cannon again? Didn't he already fire it once before?
He made more power.
No time for speculation. He's already made his preparations. If you recall, his body was incomplete when we last met. If this bombardment continues to increase his strength, he might regain his complete form.
A complete sinner?
Huh, what should we do? There's no way we're getting back to Nasha Town in time.
Paimon, do you not remember we have waypoints? We'll just have to trust them.
Let's go to the cannon's target site. That's where we should find Rerir. And that's where we'll... One moment.
Oop.
Just let me get this news to Lauma. Nasha Town is in their hands now.
Accidentally skipped a line there. Oops.
Go! Fly! Not a moment to lose!
You're here. As expected.
Ooh.
Humans. You never change.
Oh, he's got
always
humans.
Trying to use powers you neither comprehend nor control.
Human.
But it is also thanks to you that I found a way to return.
Oh, he's missing an arm. Whoa, you're looking really messed up there. So this guy, he was speaking a weird-ass languages before. Was that Conrayan then? And are Conrayans not humans then, if he's calling them humans? Or did he gain some, like, enlightenment? Not enlightenment. He gained, like, that superpower before they got punished, right? And maybe he thinks of himself better than humans because of that?
You've messed with the cannon again, huh? Sorry, but this round's not gonna go your way.
Such faith in your companions. But will the inhabitants of Nasha Town understand why they wish to stop the cannon? I think not. When all they see is the Wild Hunt surging up everywhere they look, the cannon must seem like their only lifeline. This is the truth I have revealed to them.
So that's why you write them all up. You were baiting them into firing the cannon.
They did this all of their own volition. The zealous worship of power leads only to annihilation of equally zealous proportions. True power does not heed the commands of the weak.
You were waiting for us to leave Nasha Town then.
Of course. I imagine the one you call Aino would have managed to stop the cannon otherwise. Shame, then, that you proved one step too slow.
This one's a schemer.
In their folly, the townspeople will bar the path of all who seek to stop the cannon. And your kind-hearted, weak companions have not the stomach to deal with them. The cannon will not be stopped now.
Well, sir, you look most pleased with yourself. In that case, before you put us out of our misery, I would like to ask you a question, if I may. See this fragment. It once haunted your dreams, but now it seems useless to you. What is it exactly?
That is my corpse.
What? I thought you guys can't die.
Sorry, what?
My body was once torn into countless pieces and hurled into the swirling chaos of time.
Damn, that's
itself. But even so, my life and will were not extinguished.
Damn, that suck.
Every last fragment calls to me. Sooner or later, they shall welcome my return.
Yeah, which one did you find your PP yet? Is that piece still out there to be found?
What are you even saying?
Huh. So the terror of the Wild Hunt was in fact caused by scattered pieces of your corpse. I guess they don't call you one of the 5 sinners for nothing.
Interesting. So the Wild Hunt is appearing because his corpse is corrupted, is cursed. It's no good, and it's like spread everywhere, and that's where all the Wild Hunt energy is coming from. So he wants to go to all the Wild Hunt just to like find his body as well as absorb the Kuvaki from the area.
Serendipity guided the fragments to construct an incomplete version of myself, upon which I began collecting more within Wild Hunt sites across the land.
How nice of this person to exposit at us.
But each time, the fragments I obtained were hardly worth mentioning, while that which you hold in your hand was my heart.
He stole his heart? Oh, isn't this just a sweet story?
So that's why it responded so strongly to you.
Only by retrieving this most critical piece could I gain mastery over the turbulent Kuvaki energies and be fully reborn.
Lumine just immediately crushes that piece into billions of pieces. He's like, no, I shouldn't have told you that.
Hence, you fired that first shot, hoping to regain enough power to seize the fragment from me.
Are you completely crazy? Weren't you afraid of dying?
No, there is no dying.
Dying?
Aimon hasn't been paying
Power
attention.
has no hope of killing me. It may destroy my form over and over, yet always I rebuild it. It may smash my flesh and crush my bones thousands of times and more, but that is of no consequence to me. What truly infuriates me, however, is how you've destroyed my heart. All that suffering, everything I endured, and all for nothing.
It was accident. Want to go for another round then? It's gonna turn out the same, you know.
I've adapted to the strength and flow of this Kuvaki. The next cannon shot will multiply my strength immeasurably. It will not be a full restoration, no. But it will be more than enough to destroy any in this world who stand in my way. Still, I suspect the Kuvaki will have rendered you down to nutrients for my consumption well before you have the time to kneel before me.
I kneel after people.
Traveler,
It is I.
behind you! Look at that light!
Is it charging? It's charging, it's laser. A short while earlier. I'm charging my laser. That was a really old meme. One of the originals.
Who fired up the cannon without my say-so?
Its defensive barrier has also been activated. likely in anticipation of interference by malicious actors.
The air is thick with fear and anxiety. It's spooking the birds and beasts. What exactly is going on?
You're here. Looks like this was all part of Rarir's plan. Not only did he plant seeds of suspicion in people's hearts, seems he's now igniting them. Yehoda's gone in to scout out the situation. She'll be back any minute.
I'm back! I'm back!
Oh, hi, back.
Oh, it's bad
I thought
out
you were
there.
Mozart.
Rumors flying everywhere you turn. Something about the Wild Hunt preparing to spawn a wave of monsters, the likes of which we've never seen before. But that's not even the worst of it. Lots of folks don't even believe the cannon can prevent this crisis, so they're getting ready to make a run for it. Others are trying to make a quick buck out of this whole mess.
How could they still be thinking about Mora when such a catastrophe is imminent?
I don't know, monkey brain.
Unprecedented danger brings unprecedented opportunities in its wake. A chaotic situation can bury much wrongdoing. Even those who flee without reserve put themselves at the mercy of the divine. Is it any wonder, then, that some will aim to profit? After all, a gamble that might rewrite one's entire life is hard to come by.
Even so.
Well, seeing as you disapprove of their actions so strongly, Lady Moonchanter, I suggest that you be the one to handle them. Not like that's the only major problem on our plate right now.
Or nor.
Affirmative. We must quell the chaos in Nasha Town as soon as possible. Also, the unexpected activation of the cannon entails a high risk of incorrect operation. This must be stopped in a timely manner.
Well,
Interesting.
about that, people have been talking about how someone might come to stop the cannon. They've decided they won't let anyone in.
Oh no.
What? I made that thing! They can't just take it from me! Oh, let me over there. What are they gonna do? Stop me?
You should have built a kill switch into it.
They
With
might,
remote
if Rarir
controls.
Has already
You can
formulated
remote
some
in.
countermeasure. For example, he might have spread a rumor that the Wild Hunt would take your form.
Ooh, she looks kind of cool.
Possibility high. If they view the cannon as Nasha Town's only hope, they are likely to conclude that anyone who tries to stop it must be with the Wild Hunt. We will face strong resistance, but they're just ordinary people. Brute force must be avoided, if possible.
There's no time. Let's go into the town. I'll find some way to calm the townspeople. You find a way to stop the cannon.
It's almost as if they, like, thought this plot point was going on before this plot point even became a thing? Or am I getting this wrong? We were saying, like, oh, we're running out of time, and I was just like, why are we running out of time? I don't think they've established that a cannon was being fired at the time. And then it was after when we got her message, after, like, reading all those books and stuff, right? At that cemetery. That's when we realized that they've taken over the cannon and it's about to fire. And then we went to go see Rear. And then now we're here, so it's almost like maybe they were trying to, like, make the story make sense, and then maybe they cut something and move some stuff around, and now it doesn't make sense anymore, or at least chronological sense. Like, they were talking about, we're running out of time. It's as if, like, maybe they had a draft of the story where they've already taken over the cannon, it's already barriered, and they're trying to figure out how to use it, and then we gotta, like, figure out what's going on. We gotta track down Rear and everything during all that time. We got to go to the cemetery, read all these books, and do everything quick before the citizens of Nasha Town figure out how to fire the cannon. But then it's as if they, like, moved that around or something, and now because of that specific plot point, it didn't make sense.
Oh, you're back.
Oh, hi, back.
And you have a letter?
I thought Yehoda was back. Oh wait, no, she's Mozart.
The Traveler won't make it back in time, so they're heading straight over to Star Sand Shoal instead.
Wait, what? Isn't that the cannon's target? Why would she go there?
So she can parry it.
Assessing risk level. Maximum.
You don't need to just assess risk level to know it's bad.
So if we can't prevent the cannon from being fired...
Everyone's doomed.
Then she's prepared for the worst.
She's gonna parry it. I'm gonna parry it.
And we must ensure that her trust in us is not misplaced. Let's go.
Let's go. Oh, we gotta play as her. Running away, I see. Running isn't gonna help you guys. Who set this on fire? Just like perfectly fine things you set on fire, dang. Ooh, that thing bursted into flames. Alright. Continue onward is what I'm supposed to be doing right now. I cannot jump. I can only continue onward. Ooh, people disappeared.
Most of those we've met so far have been attempting to escape, so they haven't gotten in our way. But it won't be so easy from here on out. Looks like they formed groups to protect the cannon. If they believe that we're with the Wild Hunt, we'll have no choice but to force our way through.
I wonder if she's gonna end up to just be like a green, Lehen. She has like the same abilities. She like uses like strings and a bow as well.
Is that Lady Lauma?
Lao Gongma.
Are you really her?
No, you can never be sure.
It's you, Rixa. I believe you recognize this power, having lived on Hisi Island for so long.
Wing.
It is not something that anyone else could imitate.
Yeah, but they can make it look like they're doing it, but when they're not.
I do, yes. So it really is you, my lady.
My lady. Maybe you're so quick to trust. Maybe you are the the imposter.
But why are you here? Really, I believe you, but the others, well, they'll be on high alert.
The townspeople have been misled into believing that they needed to activate the cannon. I am here to stop them.
But
that's imposter. Those are the words of an imposter would say.
I know what you wish to say. Our island and Nasha Town have never had close ties. There should be no reason for me to intervene. But you chose to leave the island. You had the resolve and the courage to start a new life. It is unfair, unjust, that you should be dragged into this mess just as that life was about to begin. I seek to redress this injustice, not only for you, but for everyone here who wishes to live their lives free from this chaos. Please, have faith in our long-standing friendship, and that this is where my heart has led me.
Yeah, you, but who are all these people?
Thank you, my lady. Thank you. Please help us.
Then come. I need you to step forward alongside me, and to do your part too.
All right, I understand.
Seems we chose the right person for the job. All right, everyone. Let us meet again later.
Huh? You're not coming with us?
He's like, I have a plan.
We won't be able to calm this storm by our power alone. As such, I'll need to contact some, let's call them friends in high places.
Is it Dory?
Shall we?
Is Dory our friend in high place?
Let's go, Yehoda.
Okay. See you again, everyone.
Oop, I accidentally skipped what she said. We're Lao Gongma again. Yehoda like screams.
Remember these words. The road shall be paved with truth, and we shall pave it ourselves.
Oh, I'm not controlling this. He's doing it on our own. Oh, here we go.
It's you. It's Lady Moonchanter. It's her. Everyone, it's her.
You're right, my lady. At times like these, we must rely on ourselves.
Here's the plan. One of them just like, it's easy to get them down from there. Just like, I was gonna, yeah, I might as well make the jokes kind of funny, I guess, because of this game. It's like, stop worrying about that cannon. Lauma is showing off her cannons. You're gonna miss out if you're still up there. I'm referring to her boobs. Her bountiful boobs. And they're like, what? There's cannons to be seen? We can't miss this for the world. They come down just to like take a look. Who's crying? No crying. Where's this crying child? Oh.
Lady Moonchanter, there's a child here!
It's a small child. We can't get a lot of money
It's
for this
all right
one.
now. Go, quickly.
I don't want to. Wing! Ash and white, order burns. Whoa, is this the end? Hold on. Where am I? Okay. Quell the disturbance before you. Ah, we're only on step 5 of 12 of this whole thing so far. Damn.
You wretched monsters!
Monster.
You're not getting anywhere near the cannon!
Sokugeki no
The
Soum?
monsters you fear do not exist here. The madness you have fallen to has been the source of untold disasters.
You think we had a choice?
Destiny is no excuse for greed and destruction.
Don't mind me looking like I'm glitching out at all. I am not the imposter. This is just what I do. It is a nervous tick, it is all.
The choice
Don't
has
worry
always been
about
yours
it.
to make, and it remains so, even now.
Do you like the sight of, Wiggles? Hey there. Hey there, what you doing? Whoop. Whoop. We're blessing them with our boobs.
Thank you for bringing us here. We can quickly overcome the barrier by going upward from over there.
The cannon is all yours now.
Got it. Thanks, Lauma. Inefa, give her a crown kake.
Orders received and immediately deferred. Departure takes priority.
Please, everyone, listen to me.
Everybody, listen up.
I will not deny that we hold different beliefs, but in the face of the immense threat that hangs above us all, we must persist in trusting one another. Otherwise, rifts will surely form, prized open by those who harbor ulterior motives. If your fear is born of helplessness, if you flee because you know not how to fight, then follow me, you who are lost.
I'm lost? I'm so
I
lost.
am no god, but so long as we hold our candles steady and unite beneath the same moonlight, no deception or rumors can be concealed from us. Let us resolve then to defend ourselves and to stand firm against the false illusions by which our foe seeks to beguile us.
How dare they? Oh, we're in Nefa now.
Let's go, Inefa. This way up.
Now we continue approaching the canyon. Or canyon? Cannon. Oh man. Okay, I'm just looking. I don't know. I'm I'm almost at 3 hours now, and I'm like, should I try to get to the end of this quest? I don't think I can just leave this part because we're like kind of in the middle of something. Can I press M? No, I can't even like get out of here. Boo! Yeah, I guess I'll keep going. But I think once I finish this, I might have to end it. I don't know. What is the last part? How long is the last part? Last part only has 6 steps, but it looks like there's a lot of talking involved, and I can go for hours really. This game. We'll see. We'll just keep on going. You want to go on this thing?
This is making me dizzier than I
She's carrying her.
expected.
Whee! Adjusting route. Make ready.
Out of the way, small fry.
Was Ino hurting them? Okay, I can press T. Excuse me? There we go. I'm actually taking damage. I don't know from where though.
happened to the path?
I can't
Track
see.
missing.
You're in the way.
Fall imminent.
Come on, come on, come on! Get out of there! Whoa, nice!
Whee!
Preparing barrier breakthrough. Brace for impact.
Yeah. Should you use your electro powers to create a barrier? Is it gonna be an explosion? Peter used a rocket punch. Everyone's working together.
Knuckle Duckle, what are you doing here?
Wait, what? Oh no, I just picked up. I just accidentally picked up a health thing that I might.
Ultimatum protocol.
So we need to keep her shield up, I guess. Wait, why does she have a shield already? I only used the alt. Does the alt give a shield? All her party members will gain carrier flow composite effect. Oh, that's not it. After elemental burst, it will inflict punishment edict status on those opponent hit. After a brief delay or when no wait, that's not it. That's just +3. Does the alt always created a shield? Yeah, I don't remember mine doing that. Yeah, can use rocket punch to quickly clean up opponents. Shoot Birgitta to the fray, dealing AoE electrical damage and allowing Birgitta to remain on the field. So that's not a shield. Optical flow shield. Optical flow shield. Did one of the constellation give an optical flow shield? Cool. Wait. Additionally, when the elemental burst supreme instruction cyclone exterminator is unleashed, nearby party members will gain optical flow shield. Okay, I just need to read further, it looks like. But yeah. I can hopefully cycle between the alt and the burst to keep a shield up and then just spam attacks. Where'd you go?
Interference detected. Entering countermeasure mode.
Yeah, you just gotta keep paying attention to her shield.
Preparing.
Easy peasy. What made you think I couldn't take out one of my own?
I think I put too much effort in that fight. It wasn't that. It didn't require that much attention.
Scanning. Kuvaki ammunition fully loaded. Preheating complete. The cannon is going through its final pre-fire checks.
Uh-oh.
Aw, alright. Let's hit the emergency brake.
Assessment. Not enough time. Emergency brake will cause internal explosion of stored Kuvaki. Damage assessment. Incalculable. Nasha Town likely to be blasted skyward.
No, I mean a manual brake, the primitive kind.
A manual brake. Understood. Roger that.
Ooh, we got another cutscene. Yay, I like it. I am liking all these cutscenes. Oh no, we're out of time. No, Inafa, no! I hope Inafa survives.
All your efforts have been futile. It is too late now.
Perhaps you're right. Why aren't you running?
Why are you running? Rasengan? Oh, we have the bone marrow. Or not bone marrow. I was thinking about the bone dragon thing in Inazuma. We have the moon marrow. Rasengan? Hutong? Rasen Shuriken? Ekusu? Rasengan! We parried it. Just we actually literally parried it. Bing, bing, bing. We need more power! Oh no, Inefa failed. I guess you can still hit the emergency brakes before it overwhelms us. Pew, 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 pew. Spider-Man? Damn, she badass. Some guy who's like just chilling in his house. A beam comes his way. It's like, what the hell? Ooh, what are those busy hands gonna do? More Rasengan. Pink Rasengan. What is going on here? He absorbed some of it? Is that what happened? He is reborn? I am reborn! I am whole. Now I feel hunger and pain. Oh, he's huge. Unless that's just the camera angle. Rear, blasphemy against death. Is he gonna be a boss fight? Is he gonna be a new like weekly boss fight we can do? I mean, it is like a new version update and everything. We're due for one.
Well, that's not good.
Sluggish, torpid. This body is a disappointment.
I was just making a joke like, I am human now, and I feel hunger, and I feel tired, and my joints are very achy and stiff. It is different than my incorporeal form. And then they literally say that. That's pretty funny.
I can barely muster 10% of my original strength. You've ruined everything again.
No, we parry everything.
Let me guess. You didn't get a human body back, did you?
What kind of body did he get back then? A demon's body? A sexy body?
What's with him?
He's messed up, Paimon.
This is bad. His presence feels completely different now. He's even stronger than before.
Verfnir, Rhindaughter, Flinders.
He's naming some names, which one of them we recognize. But he said the one name twice.
Watch out! Whatever rationality he still had when he was searching for his body is gone.
Oh, that's inconvenient.
All that's left is the calamity you see before you. A monster fueled by nothing but his own obsession.
Matters not. Having a heart, being human, it's all irrelevant. Completely and utterly insignificant. You matter not. Does anything in this world? None of it matters to me! Fools. Time to die!
Don't got the time to that. No time to die. No time to die. Oh, no time. Sorry. Don't got time for that. That's a joke about that James Bond movie that I heard.
You too have
no time to die.
Mad by knowledge. But the truths you seek are so insipid. How laughable that you should die for their sake.
Whoa, Rasengan? Ikke scary ba, ikke subrosion.
You're wrong.
The marionette.
The unknown is but a fog to be dispersed.
What? She's our
Knowledge
friend?
is the true pillar of the world.
You can teleport? These are harbingers.
You're not the only one who got stronger. Polonia!
Use rocket punch. Now use harden. Ooh, man, these cutscenes are really, really cool. They are really fun to watch. Pew, pew, pew. Weak. Shine. Disappear. Damn. He has been reborn. Archon. Ha! No, no patch. Oh no, he's charging up an attack. Oh no, his dirty, dirty hands are come clawing. By the power of the moon. Oh, we got teleported out of there by a moon. Is it gonna be Columbina? Columbino? Columbia. British Columbia.
It's Paimon.
We're safe?
It seems this young lady aided in our escape. You have my sincere gratitude, dear madam. The flowers here bloom in such peaceful silence. I imagine you would not have invited anyone here were it not an emergency.
Huh. Talk about a good judge of character.
Oh? I take it that means you've been here before then. In that case, I count myself fortunate to be your associate.
Columbina! What did you do that for?
And they're also friends.
I studied his abilities inside out, equipped Polonia with comprehensive countermeasures. We were going to settle the score.
But he still broke through, did he not?
What? You expect a battle to be completely one-sided? I just didn't expect him to have no sense of honor whatsoever. Polonia would have been fine in a head-on clash, but battles just get chaotic.
We're treated to
So
some
you
feet.
actually thought you could win?
Some bare feet.
Have you been taking care of yourself lately? Your calculations seem to have deviated quite seriously. Perhaps you could try sleeping and rising earlier. Or you could adopt my previous recommendation and...
Hey, listen here, Columbina. I tolerated your nonsense previously because we were colleagues.
Why would she? What was the thing that she said earlier? Like, my previous something something? Did we miss something, or is this just like kind of giving us the hint that these two are like close, at least closer than we might know from in a time that we were not present?
There's a Fatui warrant out on your head, and don't you forget that. Don't make me fight you right here and now.
Oh, I was just a little concerned about you, that's all. Just like that time when you weren't making any progress with your research. So you went and cooped yourself up all alone.
That was none of your business! And don't you ever drag me out to one of your freaky hovels again!
Look at them, they're best friends. Whoa, does she have like a scar here or something? I wonder what that is. Or is it just a little bit of a graphical artifacting? That's showing up on stream? I don't know. Weird.
Come on, Polonia! We're leaving!
Yes, madam. You are looking very fine today.
Well, anyway, thank you.
We would have been in a tight spot without you. This was quite unexpected.
I was worried about you, too. Not only because the remains of the eternal moon goddess cannot fall into his hands, but also because you've done much for me yourselves.
We did?
And then well, I brought your associate along for the ride too. But that was as much as I could do.
You're not afraid to speak your mind, miss. I like that. Please, call me Flint's.
Flynn's the Fae.
It is my honor to make the acquaintance of one such as yourself.
Still, what do we do now? Riri's gotten stronger again. At this point, it doesn't seem like we can beat him.
We did block most of the Kuvaki, so I'd say we've put a lid on his plans for now at least. But we still don't know what his aims are, and he may continue gathering power. So we must be very careful.
After you left, I could no longer sense his presence.
That means it's safe out there for now, right?
A question, if I may, kind Miss Columbina. When the cannon's Kuvaki beam was deflected earlier, I saw several bolts of energy streak toward Hisi Island, only to be blocked. Did you also have a hand in that?
No.
I see. Curious.
Oh yeah, the cannon veered off course in the end, didn't it? Paimon wonders how Aino and the others are doing. Let's head back and check on them.
Sounds good,
In
Paimon.
that case, Miss Columbina, I shall not disturb your serenity any longer. Thank you once again for coming to the rescue.
Okay.
Go now, all of you. Do not worry.
Thank you. You're my best friend now, okay? I put you right underneath Paimon. Oh no, it pains her.
My strength still isn't returning. It seems my time
Oh no!
running out.
But we just met you! And you seem super cool. She's talking to us right now because the Traveler and Flynn's have already left. She's like breaking the fourth wall to like let us personally know. That's how close we are. We're like best friends. Ooh, here we go. The Ashen blah blah order. Rest beyond the beach. Return to Nash Town and reunite with your companions. So let me just pull up the browser here. We have only like 6 steps left, but it is going to be, I think, a very dialogue heavy and very potentially lore heavy, because if this goes the way like all the other Archon Quest goes, the ending is just full of like setup, essentially, like reveals and setups for the next Archon Quest. So let's take a look at this browser. Yeah, we got these 6 steps. Return to Nasha Town and reunite with your companions is where we're on right now. So we have follow Flynn's, follow Luonotar. Well, I don't know why she would be there. She would be there. And then, yeah, we have to chat with... Well, we don't have to, but I will probably chat with all these people just to see what they say. Hopefully these like, optional ones are not, like, super long. But, yeah, and then we come back, I guess, to talk to Damselette, so... We'll just wrap this up, and hopefully this VOD isn't going to be too long and scare people away from clicking on it. For anyone who's interested, I guess. Ugh. If there's anyone interested. One day, one of these days, maybe. Let's go back. Here. Right there. Okay. Got the browser off the screen right now, okay. Oop, here we go. Everyone convenes, recounting what happened to them, sharing blah 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 blah
we were
blah.
able to minimize the harm. Only a few townspeople were hurt. But the Reikir of Solnari has now gained a complete form, while we still know nothing about his goals.
That Poison Ivy girl again, like the red hair and the green, and the green eyes too.
It seems we have done something akin to releasing a vicious Kukusaur into the wild. I'm sorry. Is No one here familiar with cuckoosaurs?
Yeah, that's a Natlin thing, silly.
Paimon knows what you mean, but that analogy seems more than slightly understated.
He said that this world means nothing to him, so it is possible that he doesn't have a reason to fight us at the moment. If his
How
objective
convenient.
had been revenge alone, we would likely have no recourse.
Is there, still time for me to tender my resignation? Just kidding, just kidding. Don't worry, boss. I know there's no running now.
So my canon, my pride and joy was a hindrance rather than a help. You know what? I'm gonna dismantle it right now.
This wasn't your fault, I know, nor was it the cannons. It was the people using
And
it.
it still works on normal wild hunt anomalies. Don't let this get you down, I know.
Flints, we'll need you to attend to the aftermath with the Lightkeepers. Don't worry, I've explained everything to them. You're in the clear.
My thanks. For that and for everything else I hear you did to help us arrive at the truth.
Had you been willing to show yourself in public more often, you would not have been so easy to isolate, you know.
Point taken. I will give that some thought. I suppose that's one way I'd benefit from replacing Sergeant Major Sosi.
He is taking out the mantle of being the sergeant. Was it one of the leaders, Sergeant something? Master Sergeant or something? I don't remember.
You mean you're being promoted?
He's joking, Paimon.
Was Paimon the only one who didn't get that?
I didn't get it either, Paimon. Don't worry, we're in the same boat.
Well, if you've got a moment, would you like to come with me?
Man, that lady is she's kind of sticking out. She's spying on us. She's following us. Poison Ivy lady. Oh, they just run off.
There's a certain gentleman I'd like to send off on his final journey.
Alright. We are our own characters. I thought we were like Lao Ma for some reason. I guess that's why I usually put Traveler on the team. For these little, like, sections. For these, Let's Plays.
This man was like a lighthouse. Here he lived as if it were a mere matter of course, and brought light and grace to those around him. But people, once used to illumination, are apt to ignore the lantern's presence. Slowly, gradually, he came to think as such himself. I have achieved too little. I must do better. There is more work to be done. Perhaps his end was tragic. But I remain proud of the way in which he illuminated the path for others. Every shadow born of the light shall remember it.
Oh, poor guy.
I once heard the tale of a lantern fae.
I've heard that one too.
And I like to say the same to him. There's no need to be so fixated on the outcome.
Is that so? Well, you're right. It may seem that our efforts were in vain, that Rerir achieved his goals, but we will pursue him to the last, even if the outcome is not what we wish for. It is not dissimilar to the role of a graveyard keeper. We do not seek to bring the dead back to life, only to grant them peace.
I'm glad to hear that's how you see it.
What are you two talking about? Care to explain?
Not right now, Paimon. I'll tell you when we get back.
Okay.
Okay.
Either way, the Lantern Fae is not playing the leading role in these final rites. Lightbearer, with your blood you have paved the road to glory and justice.
Glory and justice.
Even as we hurry on, bruised and battered though we may be, stay a while and look back upon the world and all its love and hatred, until it closes its eyes in the depths of night, and a lantern lit for you alone flickers softly into life. Thank you for everything, Sergeant Major Sosi.
Sergeant Major? I'm surprised no one else is here. Maybe they already had like a whole like funeral and whatnot for him, and then are they still trying to arrest Linz at this point? That part hasn't really been wrapped up yet, I think. Did they like what's the word where you'd like stop charging someone? Drop all charges against him? These look like silent princesses if I've ever seen them. Eulogy. Lightbearer, with your blood, you have paved the road to glory and justice, justice, justice. Even as we hurry on, bruised and battered through as we may, stay a while and look back upon the world and all its love and hatred, until it closes its eyes in the depths of night and a lantern lit for you alone, flickering softly into life. There's some cool knives there. Wouldn't it be cool if they started adding new weapon types? Like, you can have double daggers. You can have... I don't know. I can't think of anything. You can throw kunais. You can have variations of bows. I don't know. I'm pretty much just referencing Guild Wars at this point. You can have maces. You can have hammers. You can have great hammers, great axes. Have rifles. Do we have rifles in this? No, we don't. Only Cheverus, right, has a rifle. And Clorind has pistols. And Mika has a... what do you call it? Crossbow? I wonder if they'll ever like decide to introduce new elements to what we've already established. Leave this plate. Optional. I want to see the optional stuff. So V is telling me to... oh, here we go. Yeah, we gotta find all these people. I was about to just head there because my monkey brain is like, go to the marker, go to the marker. But where do we find all these people? Do we have to find them specifically to talk to them? Did they not follow Luonotar? Optional objectives. Will Luonotar be the one to lead me to all the people? Hello? Hello? Don't fall down. Don't fall down now. Would have been nice if they actually like told me where to go just to get the bits of dialogue instead of making me have to work for it. If I had to put this much work into looking for these people to optionally talk to, and they don't say anything interesting, I'm gonna be really mad. If they just have like throwaway lines like, "Oof, that was rough. Ooh, I'm glad that's done. Haha. Oh, what are you gonna do next? I think I'm gonna go back and go to sleep or something. I don't know." If that's the kind of like dialogue we get from the optional people. Where are they though? Where are they? Where's Luonotar?
Don't slip and fall.
I am tempted to like. They don't look like they're around. Okay, one more search at lower levels. Maybe they're on the cannon. I do not see. I do not see. I do not see.
Don't slip and fall.
I do not see our friends. I see Dory over there. I don't think... is Dory one of them? Oh, Dory is one of them. So they're highlighted on the map. Did I just need to be in the same level as them? I was a little too high for them to show up? Because that wasn't there before, was it? Alright, let's... Dory, what are you doing? Dory, oh, here we go.
What brings you here? Didn't expect to see you around again.
The game told me that it was optional to talk to you, and I was curious what you might have to say.
And where have you been, huh? Didn't run away or anything, did ya?
All my merchandise is here.
Oh, of course not. I was simply elsewhere discussing business deals. Indeed, it was all thanks to you that my little store was saved. I am grateful, so grateful.
That'll be 50,000 more. You're welcome.
What? Why, I wasn't acting in the slightest. And didn't I tell you that my prices were reasonable? Oh, but you still turn to that curatorium of secrets or whatever it is they call it.
I don't know. I didn't really. The game made me do it.
If even regulars such as you abandon ship like this, what can a businesswoman do but take her wares elsewhere?
You're way too wary of the curatorium.
And how should I not be, Running small overseas enterprises is no mean feat. Never mind when such formidable competition exists. Forget it. Fortune and destiny are as one, so there is no use complaining. It's not as if Nefer did me no favors on account of our common homeland when I first arrived. If anything is to blame, it is the lack of opportunity to have her owe me in turn big time. Now then, should she ever need anything, you make sure, no, make doubly sure, to inform me first, alright?
I don't know. Do you have any incentives for me to come to you first? Gotta sweeten the pot a little. Oh, she disappeared. Okay. Oh, goodbye. Okay. Map? So 1, Alma, Lynn's is there. Alma, Lynn's, Nefer, random boss, Olumbina. Where's Ino and Nefer? Ino, Nefer? Are they in here? Are they in here? Lynn's, problem sorting robot.
No, I didn't put a sticker on your back.
So Nefer and Yehoda. Ino and Flynn's are together. And Lauma and okay, so they only show one of the icons, but other people are with them. Okay, let's go check them out. These little dialogue sections aren't too long, so I'm glad about that. And they kind of just give you a bit more kind of like give you a bit more about their character. There's like the Dory and like how they are experiencing this new place, I guess. I don't know where the entrance to the curatorium is. wait, isn't this a cannon? I don't think the curatorium is. Oh, it is. It's right by the cannon. Damn. Oh, they're right outside of it. Yehoda.
Boss, do you remember that thing that I wanted to ask your opinion about? On a scale of 1 to 10, how much effort should the Curatorium of Secrets put in if we were to work with others again?
Others, you say? Again, you say? What do you mean? A 1? Oh, I guess they worked with us, and Yehoda thought it beneficial.
Is that a 1? Isn't that kind of low?
100%.
Guess again.
Wait. You mean 0? But wouldn't we just be slapping our brand on the joint venture and calling it a day? Why?
Yehoda, what I mean to say is that there's neither an upper nor lower limit.
Aw, that's just like you, boss. Always thinking ahead.
I don't know why I always accidentally skip her
Wait a
lines.
minute. That's not an answer at all. Is it? Oh, come on. Just give me a number, boss.
More shenanigans for these two. Maybe because they really don't have much to say. That's why I feel inclined to like skip their dialogue. Hopefully you guys have something to say. Nefa and Lauma has both been really like strong characters in my mind in all these stories. They all had like some really cool stuff contributing to like keeping me interested in what's going on. I wanted to pick up those crystal
Please.
files.
Enjoy while it's hot.
Did you make that in from your butt?
Thank you for going to the trouble of remembering that, Miss Anefa. May this taste bear witness to a friendship that will endure forever and a day.
Oh no, forever and one day. In all sets of forever and one day. Wasn't there like a math thing where it's like it like goes into the philosophy, not philosophy, I don't know what you call it, like the mathematic definition? No. It pretty much goes into infinity, and it's like, oh, there's infinity to infinity, and there's like infinity between two numbers. There's infinite of stuff in between two numbers, so some infinities are bigger than other infinities. But then if you take a set of infinity and keep counting or something like that, then you keep making more infinities or something like that. And then depending on whether the order matters in your sequence of items or numbers or whatever, it also creates like a kind of infinity or something like that. And then there's like a bunch of math you can do with the idea of infinity, which is really unique to infinities themselves. I guess a lot of math are like unique to their own ideas, like with eigenvalue and pi with circles and stuff. They're all really interesting. Like, how do people's mind come up with that stuff?
Understood. However, I fear that crumb cakes do not keep for that long. A week at most may pass before their taste deteriorates.
That's not quite what I meant by...
She senses trouble.
Huh?
Oh no.
We appear to have some guests.
Would you like to share the crumb cakes with us? Oh, it's these
They must
two.
have followed the aroma of the crumb cake. It's all right. Come closer. Enough as a friend.
Affirmative. In fact, I can devise a cereal omelet based on individual preferences before crushing it into servings to share around.
What is that supposed to be? A badger? A Wolverine?
What are they saying?
They're saying, you're weird.
They are discussing your address. They wish to go home with you.
What? You're not allowed in my house. My house is where I feel safe. I don't want strangers. Okay, so we get a little bit of wholesome moment with Inpa and Lao Gongma. Lao Gongma wo hen I Gongma. Okay. Feel so close to the end. This is pretty awesome. Over 3 hours for this, but there was a bunch of time in there where I ranted and rambled, so I guess that always contributes to bloating the runtime of these live streams. That's just a part of it.
Coming around here often. Just feel free to take a look. I'm busy right now.
Well, hi, busy right now. I'm Kizuna.
Well, I've come to visit you, Miss Aino. Here, I've brought some snacks from town in their traditional butter flavor. So, where should I leave them?
Do you think that's sweet or savory? I feel like that's savory. Wait, no, there's a berry on it. It must be maybe it must be sweet then. Maybe a little bit of both.
Ineffa might hear you.
Put it in my mouth right now.
So, what's the occasion? Are you gonna say that the rat Niki will be taking over all Wild Hunt incidents after that hiccup with the cannon?
I know when I said put it in my mouth right now, that can be misconstrued. I was specifically talking about that pie and her wanting to eat it.
And criticize a genius like yourself on account of results that none of us could anticipate. We would not be that crass. If we really did do that, I dare say we shall never again see technological breakthroughs.
Sweet talker.
It gladdens me to have set your heart at ease.
And ever since like the voice actor strike, I guess, and they had to like go with other companies for English voice actors, I feel like the voice quality of like all these people have like been a lot better than whatever they were going with before this.
Anyway,
Like her voice sounds very unique.
Well, could you help me repair this lantern? I did bring it to Nasha Town to get it fixed, but it broke again during our previous battle.
You want a genius like me to go fix a lantern?
Yeah, like her voice is so like animated. I don't know how would you call it. It sounds like it fits this character so well. It's like whoever like maybe is like the direction the voice actress was given, or maybe she's just like as that, I don't know, character like really well like handled. But yeah, it sounds like really good. Like a lot of the voices and stuff recently in the game, they sound like really, really good. Especially if you compare it to some of the other older voices. I feel like probably, actually I don't know. I'm trying to think of a voice that doesn't really like I guess I don't know. The voice actor strike kind of made like the Natlin story arc kind of messy. We didn't really get a lot of voices throughout that arc. I wonder if they're ever going to like actually fill it in, or if like it is in forever. Like if a new person started the game up today and they played to the Natlin arc, is it just gonna be like forever missing voice lines here and there, or will they eventually like redo those and have voices during those parts? And I wonder how that would go. But yeah, like Aino's voice sounds really good, and Inefa's voice sounds really good. Lauma's voice sounds really good. To be honest, Flynn's is like more or less the same. The bad guy, I guess, is like more or less the same kind of quality as before. What's his name? Yeah, Rihanna. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe the voice actor strike, something good actually came out of it.
Oh, my apologies. Perhaps this request should be better directed to Miss Inefa, and perhaps the snacks too.
What? I mean, I can totally do this, no problem. Wait right there.
Like
I'll be
there's
done
like
before you can say fix it.
there's like all this like really adorable inflections in her voice. I don't know how to explain that sound that she makes, but it's like, I don't know, it fits the character really well.
Much obliged then.
And next
Got him.
time this happens to you, make sure to come to me first, you hear?
There's like a raspiness to it. I don't know.
Ooh, hello.
They're like opposite colors. She's like all light blue, pastel blue, and she's all pastel pink. I wonder if these two are ever gonna meet and then go on an adventure together.
We're going on an adventure, okay? Don't fall down. I didn't put a sticker on you.
Wait, does she say anything?
Fix my lantern, he says. Please, this won't take 10 minutes.
Oh, hello.
If only everyone knew what the heck they were doing. Take that Hinsa, for instance. How in the world do you end up creating an integrated controller for the cannon and the barrier from random components people ask you to fix? Ugh, it gives me a headache just thinking about it. I gave him a real earful and told him to send me regular reports. If he's been working on it lately, I want to hear about it. Yeah, I mean, I know I'm partly at fault too, alright?
Alright. Okay. Wait. Could we have talked to everyone? I gotta go back. No, I gotta go back.
Ah, fancy meeting you
Fancy meeting you here, Flynn.
I've decided my lantern has earned itself some thorough maintenance after that rather intense battle. Thank you for keeping my secrets, despite knowing as much as you do.
I didn't have time to ask this before, but why were the light keepers able to detect your lantern?
Well, because otherwise I'd get in trouble with the Starshiner.
I have no idea what that
If
is.
they couldn't detect my own lantern, I suspect the higher-ups would foist a standard-issue Ratnik lantern on me.
Oh, his is special. His is a Fey lantern. Is that the reason?
A Ratnik carrying 2 lanterns. Imagine that. It would be an aesthetic transgression of the highest order.
Ah, so they put some sort of magic on his lantern so like he can be tracked for some reason. I don't know exactly what that's gonna lead. Apparently, they're bringing attention to it multiple times. Oh, they were there, right? Let's go back there. Are they still there? I hope they haven't despawned. Okay, so the optional thing here anymore. No, I think they're gone. Oh, when they're gone, just carry on. Don't mourn. Rejoice every time you hear the sound of the voice. Are they here? Don't see them. Darn it. Ah, whatever. I guess it's usually not too crazy of a dialogue, but I don't know. Sometimes they like drop really cool things in, like little moments like that where you like finish a dialogue scene with them and you can talk to them again, and then you like drop like a crazy lore bomb.
Don't slip and fall.
I can't, off the top of my head, I can't think of when they've ever done that, to be honest. But I guess I'm always like looking out for it in case they do. I'm too paranoid. Okay, so there's her. Oh yeah, and Dory actually disappeared the moment we finished talking to her too. So maybe they just disappeared too. And only these two stuck around? What about Jehoda and Nefer? I think they just disappeared too, actually. How do I get up here? Maybe from here? Alright, I think this is the last
Don't slip and fall.
section, so after this, the bit of like post Ambrel, is that a thing? It's gonna like wind things down. And... Why did they design the houses like this so you can't climb over them? It's kind of annoying. Gotta walk around. Right, that's where we need to go. There's something in that box? No, damn.
Don't slip and fall.
Oh wow. Ooh. We got a little bit of a butt shot there. We're walking up the hill. I need these. I might need them for later. Alright.
Hey, it's Alanator! Should we go after her? Or do you have someone else you'd like to meet?
Ah, we got an opportunity at this point to like go off and adventure and talk to optional people. The damsel here. She's dying though, it sounds like. No, don't let her die. Oop. Oh, God. The part of the story where like we're riding these as Yennefer and she's just carrying. I know. That part was actually kind of, I don't know, story-wise it's like kind of adorable. Or at least the way that that played out. Ooh, Columbina is here.
Columbina! What are you doing here?
I don't remember coming here. Where am I? Is this a dream?
Was it not you who recommended such walkabouts to me?
Oh yeah, it was, totally. You should have told us first.
Yeah? But aren't you afraid the Fatui will see you?
Zandrone seems uninterested in my capture, and the others are unlikely to risk making contact at all. They have more troublesome affairs to deal with.
Ah, they're busy, I see.
Rerear, if I had to guess, he is a threat to all who live in Nodcry.
Well, it's good to come out for a walk either way. So, how do you feel? Is Nasha Town to your liking?
Too metallic scrappy.
The flow of Kuvaki is somewhat turbulent, and the people are ill at ease. However...
You guys are here, and I've fallen in love with you.
Is this where you purchased the dishes you treated me to?
No, we made those.
Are you serious? That's what she's concerned about? Berries and fried meat?
By Mon's face.
Well, we can take you to grab a bite if you'd like to. There's all sorts of delicious stuff out here that you won't get to try at home.
You've been quite subdued. Thorny questions on your mind, perhaps?
I'm concerned about Rerear.
I could not gain
Oh,
any
so she's the
insight
person who
into
gives
his
us.
schemes, I fear.
She's the one who's gonna give us some like closure or exposition or setup for the next thing.
Now that he has donned a shape and form, selling his power short would prove a fatal error. But that power of his plays host to an obsession that borders on mania. I cannot say if that fixation is directed at the moons or at something else. Perhaps understanding the subject of his fixation shall prove key to repelling him in the future.
Let's talk about the Fatui.
Well, Zandrone's daily routine is highly irregular, while the doctor often orders people around. As for Arlecchino...
Arlecchino, I've been saying Arlecchino this entire time, and I've only recently heard them say it out loud, pronounce that out loud. I don't think they've ever called her Arlecchino in the Fontaine story, right? They've always just called her father, I think. What did they call her? Oh, maybe they did call her Arlecchino. Or maybe she was called Arlecchino by, like, Neuvillette and Verena? Maybe Navia? Or did they just never call her by that name, since that's like Is that their Fatui name? Their Harbinger name? Like the Damselette is her Harbinger name? What is Arlecchino's Arlecchino? Is that her I'm gonna have to look this up. I'm gonna look this up right now instead of just randomly talking. Harbingers. I think we were looking at Harbingers earlier. Or not earlier, but in a different stream. Okay, let's see here. Classic Nora. Man, she was so cool. The Knave. Her name was the Knave. Okay. Code name. Did they call her? I'm pretty sure. I seem to remember them referring to her as the Knave more than Arlecchino. Interesting. So Arlecchino is her name. Columbia is her name. But then the Damselette is her code name. Like the Knave is the Arlecchino's code name. And then they have a personal name. Thrain, Zandik, Perur, Sandrome? Oh wait, no, it just says unknown for Sandrome. Uni Kuzushi, Skiramoosh, Ajax is Tartaglia. Okay. I didn't show the browser there, but I don't think you really need to see anything.
Was that not what you were curious about? Well then, have you been to that experimental design bureau of theirs? That weapon will play a key role in the Tsaritsa's plan. That's what I've heard, anyway.
Experience Design Bureau is where we broke into and controlled robots and stuff. I've not actually explored that area too much, so I don't really know what the hell's going on there. That's where the trader deer lady was, and she cut off her horns.
And what plan is that precisely?
Or her antlers.
Well, I cannot say I care.
I've been thinking about our spaceship.
I could look into the Eternal Moon's marrow for you if you wish it so. But after our previous attempt, I suspect your spaceship has been intentionally hidden away.
Damn it, by who? Our brother?
Perhaps someone has certain truths they wish to hide from you, or from others.
Is it Paimon?
And I doubt there are many who could accomplish such a feat.
Okay, she didn't have too much for us. I remember when, like, we finished Inazuma's quest, and then we went to talk to Yai Miko. Was like 4 or 5 things we can talk about. Same with, like, talking to Zhongli. Like, oh, who's the person in Sumeru? Who's the person in Inazuma? Who's the person in Fontaine? And it's like, ooh, that's a lot of good stuff. But there doesn't seem to be too much reveals here, which is a little different than what I'm used to.
I still wish to return to the moon that belongs to me.
Oh, what are you gonna do when you get there?
That is where the answers lie buried. That is my true home.
Okay. Song of the Welkin Moon, Act 2 complete. Elegy of Dust and Lamplight, quest complete. Woo! Wait. I am glad to be finished this. Oh, we got more. We got more.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, what's so interesting?
You followed me this far. Why not show your face?
Is he looking at me? I don't know. I just got here.
Haha, right. Right you are. I forgot to introduce myself.
That was a pirate.
The name's Varka, Knight of Boreas, and Grand Master of the Knights of Favonius.
What? This is some reveal. What is Varka doing with this person? Interesting. Varka is the person who got us here in the first place. Rest beyond beat. Dun dun dun. Major crisis. That's the quest coming
Perhaps
up.
this treasure
New quest.
has been
Blessing of
waiting
the
for you
Frost
all
Moon.
along.
Interesting. What is this? What is this? Polka beneath the Moon Oracle. Find pretty stones. Mirror maze. Okay, this is in the Hishi Island. It seems like these are world quests in Hishi Island. Footstep chosen by, that's Natlin. Telling Heart. Like Stell Fruit. Deliver them to Sergeant Octopus. This is Natlin stuff as well. Color of Emptiness. I think this is Natlin as well. Blessing of the Frost Moon. You've encountered Laoma, who is deep in thought at the Frost Moon on King. I wonder what this is denoting. This blue thing? From what I understand... Wait. Yeah, there's a different blue than this. These are World Quest blue. And then, yeah, the yellow would have been Archon Quest. What are these? It looks like these are like... Whoa, I have a lot of these quests. And why aren't these like denoted with any colors? Food Matters, Friendly Molly Volley. I don't know where I got all these. I think some of them are actually from this Not Cry. But yeah, but these I think are these blue things, right? Problem solving sorting robot, yeah, that's one. Blessing of the Frost Moon, yeah, that's the other one. But wasn't there one up here as well? Available. I haven't actually gotten this one yet. Meeting Point Chronicles. So yeah, it looks like these are just they've added like world quests type quests, but they're specifically like character centric, which is really, really good. I think it's kind of new. I like that.
Have you decided?
I'm excited to kind of like see what like I'm so much more interested in
If not,
the things that happen to actual characters that you can play as. But then they keep giving us, especially in Natlin, they kept giving us so many quests of just random NPCs and how like their favorite animal companion thing is getting abused. There's so many side quests where it's like, look at that cute animal. Oh no, there's a bunch of people trying to hurt it. We gotta save that cute animal. We gotta save that herd of cute animals. Or I guess they're dinosaurs or dragons or something. Or like, oh, this person is trying to save his cute companion from these mean bandits. We gotta help him save his thing. It's like there's so many of them. That was just like these nobody NPCs that you probably won't not remember even when you're in front of them, you won't remember them. That's how like unmemorable they are. And all their stories were like the same, more or less. So yeah, I'm really glad they went into the direction where they're actually including playable characters, which they already put so much work into. They might as well just use those, right? Why bother like with these I don't know, not as interesting ones. So this is the current story quest. Or oh, there's time remake. Legion morale? I know's efficiency is crucial to the investigation. Wait. Is this an event? It says story quest though. Okay, I should maybe, yeah, this is probably something I'll probably do off stream then. I'll just do it on my own time. I thought this was just like it doesn't say like special event or festival or anything, so I thought this was just like FOMO rewards for doing this story quest that involves Aino, but it looks like there's other stuff involved. I wonder what that's all about. Oh, and I guess I unlocked this. Okay, I got this. Very nice. Actually, what the hell did I get? Oh, they're just level up materials, which I probably can use right away. I got this, that's a significant amount of Primo Gems. I'm glad to get that. And yeah, now this is done. Need to get how many %? So I need to just like explore and do the story. One of the things I don't like that they did for a lot of the map explorations now is that a lot more world quests are triggered by proximity. So you just walk into an area and you get stuck in a dialogue section. That is something I wish they would just go back to. I remember so liking like the exploration of Mondstadt and Liyue, and I think most of Inazuma as well. Actually, it was pretty good until Natlin. Natlin was like a lot of really bad stuff got introduced in the game. But yeah, you can just like freely explore, and when there's something that requires a quest or something, you actually have to interact with them before you get stuck in a whole like dialogue section that you can potentially like be interested in, but you don't really feel like doing at the moment. But yeah, the Liyue, Mondstadt, Inazuma, Sumeru, and like Fontaine. Actually, yeah, Fontaine was also just like you can just freely explore. I enjoyed that so much. I just like have a cold drink, have like a soda or something, and then I just like sit there, have a podcast or a YouTube video or something on the other screen to make it feel like there's someone playing games with me, because I'm not lonely or anything. But you can just like take your time, look at the puzzles, figure out the puzzles, explore, pick up things, and it's just like all at your own leisure, at your own pace. The proximity like world quest has just constantly just interrupted the flow. I'm just like in this like exploration mode in my brain. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go here, and then I'm gonna finish this area, and then I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna finish this area, I'm gonna go there, and then I'm gonna pick everything up and then finish that area. But then now it's like I gotta go here, and I'm gonna go, oh wait, I'm in a cutscene. Okay, what are these people saying? I don't care what these people are saying. I want to go back to exploration, and I end up just skipping everything, which I don't know. Maybe that's just my preference as a gamer, but I feel like I don't speak for myself there. I feel like a lot of people probably feel the same way about how the quests are designed, or how interfacing with the quests are designed. Okay, I don't have... None of these are of any use. So this is what we're looking at. And yeah, this was one of the things I was talking about, where they actually added a new thing to spend resin on that gives you a specific set of artifacts that you're trying to farm, which is very, very nice. But this is like the one thing, and it's not even like that much different. You just fight bosses. Well, it would be cool if you can spend resin on like a cool obstacle course or something. Like they put so much like parkour, free running, exploration abilities into the game. It would be nice if they like had a thing where you just do an obstacle course as Moika on a motorcycle or something, and once you complete it or something, you get like talent materials or something. I don't know. There's like so many things they could do that they don't, and then they just follow the same format of like fight a domain of a bunch of the same waves of people over and over again to use up your resin. I don't know. Anyway, I think that's all I have for today. I'm in there's high highs and there's low lows in this game right now. In Natlan, compared to Natlan though, Natlan was just like medium highs. It's like, yeah, it's like sometimes it's like kind of fun, but it's not very memorable. And then the lows are like really, really low. But in this one, there's like some really, really cool stuff. And there's some sections like that Nefer section that just makes absolutely no sense to me. Anyway. Alrighty, I'm gonna end the stream now. That was fun. I had fun playing. It was nice to have someone in chat this time around too, that we were able to kind of bounce things back and forth. That was really fun. Thanks for being in chat. Well, I guess you're not here anymore, so you probably won't even see this part. That's okay. Maybe next time. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Hope you enjoyed. Hope you see you in the next one. I don't know what it will be. It'll probably be Guild Wars. I'll probably go back into Guild Wars. Try and finish that up. And in the weekends, I'll probably try Ender Magnolia. Try to go back into Ender Magnolias. So, yeah, I just got a bunch of games. This game kind of like took over for a few weeks. I guess 2 weeks. So I'm really glad to like take a break from this again and go back into other games. Okay. I'm gonna go now. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Forest,
Bye-bye.
protect us.